Welcome to Blue Tinted Glasses, the home of Leicester City talk on YouTube. Fan debates, live watch-alongs, post-match reactions, and all the Foxes banter you could ask for. Subscribe now and see the game through Blue Tinted Glasses.
Just into race clear. He's got Jamie Vardy with him. Jamie Vardy sets off. Jamie Vardy! Back here for Fatawu. Oh, he scored! An absolute belter! That is trademark Abdul Fatawu.
This one into the box. Nugent over the top. Oh, what a goal! David Nugent's just scored a beauty. He's made Forest look like fools.
Premier League champions 2016. The amazing Leicester City.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Blue Tinted Glasses. It is another watch along and this one is going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. It's Birmingham City versus Leicester City under Andy King and a couple new players thrown straight into the starting 11. So make sure to get all your comments in. Hold fire on the score predictions for now. We're gonna bring them up soon. But Neil, before we get going, mate, what's going on? How's things?
I got a little bit of a cough today, but otherwise I'm good. How are you?
All good, mate. All good. So sacked. He's ill. Joking. But yeah, it should be a good one. I'll tell you what. Let's go to some comments and then we'll give our thoughts on the starting 11. So Sandip says season starts now. Kieran, afternoon lads. Really hope today is the day we start to build back. Disappointed to see Aluko on the bench, and I feel as if we are not going to have any energy in midfield. Richard, hi all. Interesting team. I'm up for this. Hope the team are. Andrew says, morning everybody. Greg, afternoon. Thomas is the only negative, really, I guess. We move. Come on, Leicester. Hello to Neil and Sarah, who's watching, who enjoys watching the broadcast more than going to the games. Looking forward to Lascelles choke slamming Luke Thomas when he concedes another down his flank. And Zaid says, hey, hope everyone is doing good. It's been a long time, but it's been hard for us in here in Palestine, so pray for us and Leicester. Absolutely, mate. Right, and Neil, I'm going to bring the 11 up in just a second, but obviously you have seen it. What are your thoughts, mate?
I think it's pretty good. I can see what he's trying to do. This is, as someone just said, the season starts now. We've got to scrap for every single point that we've got. So he's gone for experience, where possible. But I also like some of the other changes that he's done. Like, I hate seeing Ayew in the team. I think having Daka there means you've got the threat in behind. We know that the way that Birmingham City play, they're going to be having a lot of possession. They will push up. So there are going to be gaps in behind. So it makes sense for Daka to be in the team. He's obviously thrown Lascelles in right away, which we've needed that leadership desperately at the back. Okoli's out anyway. I think a lot will hinge if he's good or not. Let's see if he's good there. And the fact that he's dropped Stolarczyk and put Begovic in, I think is also a great decision. Again, I think if you're in a scrap, you want those players who are experienced, who can handle the pressure. So he's gone for Begovic, Lascelles. That also explains Aribo coming in. Now, Aribo is an interesting one because obviously people are going to say his lack of energy, which I understand, but he'll bring some physicality. And I think the point is this being away rather than home, he's gone for like the experienced option rather than the high energy option that he might have done if you're at home. We want to press the game and take the game to the opposition. So that leaves kind of one obvious blunder in the team, I would say, which is Luke Thomas. We've just been chatting about that in BTG chat. Now, the thing that I would always say is that, look, I think Luke Thomas is horrendous, but I get the impression that, like, if you have an inverted winger in front, right, the idea is you want your fullback to be able to go past him so he can get to the byline and make a cross with their natural foot, which is their left foot. And Luke Thomas is quite a good crosser. Now, you've told me that Bade Aluko can use his left foot. I can't really comment on that. The one time he was played at left back, he got sent off after 29 minutes. King said in this press conference that he sees him as a right back going forwards. So you could argue, why is he not in a right back? Well, I guess you put Ricardo there. But I can understand having that. And you got Christensen on the bench there as well today. So that hints that that's what the idea is down that side, to have a left-footed there. So let's see. I think ultimately this game is going to be determined, I think, by how good Aribo and Lascelles are. Right, we've got to hope that they can do something. Otherwise, I think we're going to get overrun. But I understand what he's doing. And look, King was there with Pearson when you had to scrap out the games, and I like it. I think last week, Locks, you were quite right to call him a bozo for that lineup that he went for against Charlton. He didn't have many games to prepare, but I thought it was horrendous, to be honest with you. And also, Wink's there. He's only on the bench, so he's there in an emergency option, but he's not picking him. So surely that, I don't know, I don't know if that makes you good or not, but it's a compromise, I would say. So, yeah, that's my thoughts. I think it's pretty good, to be honest.
Hello, Luke. Welcome to the stream, mate. Here is the starting 11, mate. So 2 new faces. Jamal Lascelles straight in for Akoli, who is suspended, and Joe Aribo in for Hamza Chowdhury, who is injured. What are your thoughts on the lineup, mate? Ayew dropped as well, which I think is worth talking about as well.
Yeah, if I had to pick someone that I wanted to see get dropped the most, it would probably be the Turtle. So, but it is still absolutely cancer that my eyes have been forced and subjected to looking at Luke Thomas playing at left back. I understand what Anil's saying. He has got merit. Like, you have to admit that, like, as much as, like, I know it's different positions, but that when Nelson was forced to play at, the left-sided centre back or left back, when Thomas came on the game, I can't remember which one it was. It was like a little bit of an improvement because he could use his left foot. It was more natural. But unfortunately, we have no other options. But yeah, mate, it's with some interesting to see some changes. I'm not sure what's the story of Yannick. Can someone fill me in? He's not on the bench, so Lascelles is. We're going to.
It sounded like an injury in the press conference. Yeah.
So I'd be curious to see how match fit he is. He's not played I believe for like the last 2 years, and we've also got Christensen interesting on the bench as well. So I don't think he's going to be too match fit either after that big injury. But look, I'm happy to see some changes, guys. I'm glad to see Nelson keep his place week in, week out now. I think it was the right move to put Begovic in. Interesting to see these players come in. And I hate to admit it, but I'd rather Daka up top than Ayew. So I don't know how I feel about this game, guys. I think that if Mavididi has a bot game, that I would love to see Monga come on a lot sooner and start the next game.
Well, I would say, I know I said this after the Charlton game. Oh, sorry, I said this about the Charlton game leading up to it. But, I mean, the Charlton game, I think it's too harsh. It's too difficult to judge where the team's at because it was just the worst game. I mean, I know you weren't here. I
did watch it back. Everything went wrong in that game. I really felt sorry for Andy King just because if you're any manager, how bad is it that your first game, centre-half, experienced centre-half, £15 million gets sent off, then you get an injury at half an hour in? I felt for him that day, I got to say.
Yeah. Genuinely, like, we've seen some really, really bad games on the Watchalongs. I think it was the worst out of all of them ever, right? Yeah. And so I don't really want to. By the way, on the stream, can you see Oliver Skip's face? Look at the bottom of the Leicester stream. It was funny, isn't it? The Leicester's own stream. But anyway, I was gonna say, I think it's hard to judge, but this is the one I think where the performance today will tell you if we're going down or not. Because if we. With the 2 new changes, and I know there's more to come hopefully in the future, but with the 2 players coming in and the points deduction hit, if this performance is lackluster, we are we're down. We are down. No shadow of a doubt.
We're already down.
No, we're not already down, Luke. We're not already down because we've brought in some play. No, we're not already down, Luke. You're chatting shit because we're outside the relegation zone. We're outside the relegation zone. There's 3 teams below us. So if Luke, you can't say we're down if we go out today and play amazing and 90-minute. Hold on, Luke. Wait. If we put in a great performance today for 90 minutes, if we put in today a great performance for 90 minutes and win the game, you can't then say we're down because it would show that maybe there's a change. Maybe there's a change in attitude. Maybe Andy King's got some out of them.
Locks, we're friends, yeah?
Yeah.
You love me and I love you?
Yeah.
Bend the fucking knee, bro.
Nah, you're deluded. You're deluded if you say that, Luke. It would be deluded for you to see players come in.
You while I was speaking. I just wanted to say this, that I said to you guys 10, 12 weeks ago.
Yes.
And we're fucked. And we're going to get relegated. And, everyone laughed at me. Listen to this stupid Australian. Take your shirt off, Luke, and get the fucking singlet out. Start swearing and dropping C-bombs. Or Hunter to Ethan's mum. And then, surely enough, we haven't had a points deduction. We are so down the mud. I said the same thing about Marty. I said the same thing about Rude. I told you guys like an absolute prophetic second coming of Nostradamus that when Ricky Pear got frozen out, I said, guys, I said to Anil, he's going to play at the Forest game. And he's like, oh, why? Why do you say that? And surely enough, he was in the 11. You guys sleep on me, bro. We are relegated even without a points deduction.
You sound like Manny, bro. You sound like Manny. Like, legit, you sound like Manny here right now. You're acting like Manny. Bro, we have seen this team not put a 90-minute performance in all season under Marty Cifuentes. We've now seen us bring 4 players in on deadline day. Yes, they're not going to set the world alight, but I'm saying and now a points deductions hit.
You are setting yourself up for the
Villa
game.
Hold on. Mentally, that can do something to you. It can go one or two ways. That points deduction. The players could just be like, we don't fucking care. We're not here next season, and the performances continue. Or it can genuinely create a siege mentality. If we go out today, Luke, and win 3-0 and put in a great performance, you are not sitting here in 90 minutes saying, we're down. You'll say, okay, we have a chance. So why are you saying now that no matter what, we're down?
With Tete and Sutar and Christensen coming in the January transfer window, selling us a dream. We're having all these players come in. No CEO, no technical director, no manager in place yet. We are absolutely just throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks. Yes, I'm being negative. I'm fully aware of that. But everything that you just said, I haven't seen one shred of siege mentality, and it's even worse now by points deduction.
Because we've not had but my point is the points deduction could create the siege mentality. We've not had a game since this is the game here. I'm with you, Luke. And Neil, I'll let you comment on this. I'm with Luke and Neil if this is a subpar performance. I think we're down. But if there is a massive difference in effort, in performance today, it would show to me, okay, we have a fighting chance here of staying up. We're not down yet.
To be honest, even if we lose, we still got a chance. In my opinion, it's actually when Jordan James comes back. That's probably what's going to define the season. The way the championship is, if you win 4 or 5 games, that's probably going to be enough because, you just go rocketing up the league. Do you remember when we did the Great Escape? We were dead and buried. You win 5 games in a row and all of a sudden you're miles clear. So something like that could happen. But I do agree. And I don't know how it's going to go today. I mean, it is still possible they could be timid. It could be possible there's an improved performance, but we still lose, etc., etc. We'll have to wait and see. I do sort of I see exactly where Luke is coming from, right? Because I said that in the previous stream that we did that I think the writing's on the wall, but let's see. You never know. The season does literally start now. And I do think one thing they did, which was good, is by getting so many new players in, those players haven't yet been infected by the sort of depression stroke bozo gene. For them, it's their first game and they need to show off. So I think that's what it's going to rely upon. We need someone of these new signings to hit the ground running, maybe more than one, to just carry us till Jordan James, maybe Aaron Ramsey gets back. And maybe by that time, we could have enough to turn our form around. But I don't know. But we'll have to see. I mean, because what if we do not have a good performance, but we still somehow, manage to just, grind out a win? That would be Pearson-esque. I think under Nigel Pearson, we had lots of games, in my opinion, where I don't think it was particularly vintage Leicester City. But as I said, the one thing he instilled in his squad was warrior mentality. They just kept going to 90 minutes and they could grind out and win their physical duels. That's, in my opinion, why this season, the championship, we've been shite, because we just get bullied the whole time and we feel just like top, we feel sympathy for ourselves. So let's see how it goes. But look, the season's still, how many games is it? 16 or 15 games left, something like that. So, you probably need to get how many points do you reckon we need? 15, 20? I don't know.
I think we need to stay
50
up.
Points total, probably.
I think so. Do GIFs? I don't know if GIFs work on StreamYard. I'm just going to try something. I don't know if they work. Yeah, this was me when Luke was talking about the relegation.
No, I think that was when I was talking about Winks. You did that, but all right.
Oh, it might have been. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it might have been. That's right. Yeah. But no. Okay, get score predictions in the chat, everybody. I'm going to start us off, lads. I'm very positive with the team, and I think we're going to win 3-1 today and put a 90-minute performance in. Anil?
2-1 Birmingham, but I think we'll be better. So that might not be accurate of how the performance is, but I think they're in good form, so I think they'll win.
Okay, Luke?
4-0 Birmingham.
Yeah, I thought that was coming. You're crazy. Let's see. Get your score predictions in the chat, everybody. I'll bring some up now. Wiserud says 2-2. Scott is saying 4-1 Birmingham. Ryan is saying 3-1 Birmingham. 1-1 with a late equaliser. Bourbon Fox is saying all right. Sean 3-1 Birmingham. Kunal 2-2. Leicester 2-0. Yeah, and Keiki says Luke is a ray of sunshine. I know Luke's game here. I know exactly what Luke's doing. Luke is like jinxing it. That's what he's trying to do. Reverse jinxing it. I just read your message. Sorry, bro. I genuinely didn't even see that. But yeah, it's very obvious that he's trying to reverse jinx. And I think some people in the chat too are doing the same. I think we're gonna be all right, boys. I think we're gonna put in a good performance here. And we didn't talk about it, but Begovic as well coming in for Jakob. That's gonna create a little bit more confidence or a bit more kind of command at the back, I think.
Him and Lascelles together should mean we're much better at defending set pieces and in general just looking nervous, because to be honest, if it's not even just the set pieces but teams would put the cross in the box, Jakob would flap at it and it just makes everyone feel nervous. That's what you want to see. You want to see that Lascelles just calms it down. Like all of a sudden you think, oh, you don't have to worry so much about the defense. Right? You've got some people that are no nonsense, like Robert Hoover and Wes Morgan never played out from the back. Right, didn't need to. They just fucking headed everything clear. You're never getting past it. Compact 4-4-2, cross at us all day long if you want. We're never going to concede, and we very rarely did. So let's see if that will work,
guys.
All right, we're off.
I'm obviously like tongue in cheek when I say all of these things. I know I'm being quite negative. I'm just sick of. I'm kind of detached, and I'm sick of getting my hopes up and getting my heart broken. Do you know what I mean? So, but to give you a genuine, honest answer, I do think this is going to be an end-to-end game. I'm going to stick with the score that I had in the preview. I'm going to go a high-scoring game: Birmingham City 3, Leicester City 2. I think that's a plausible.
There you go. Look, Aribo's already won a header. That's what he's in the team for.
Yeah, I mean, he's a lot more physical and better aerially than Winks and Skip. So
and Page, which is unfortunate for Louis Page, but that is something you have to look at. The fact that on corners and things like that, he was getting targeted because he's a small guy.
Yeah. Just a reminder, as always, the clock is at the top. If you spoil anything, then you're banned. So please wait for that. Yeah.
Yep.
That's Lascelles one header there. That was good.
Another blind pass in that one. Garbage.
Was that Fatawu?
Yeah. Aribo's already won 2 duels. Let's see.
It's what we said though all week. Like Aribo has the potential to be a beast, but he also has the potential to be a fucking bomb. So
yeah. Well, the thing is for him, right, is that he's playing for his future as well. So that is why I think it's. Did you hear that Andy King said he played with him, and so I'm guessing that's why. He got on the phone. He said, I need you to do X, Y, and Z.
Yep.
I mean, I will say one thing that I'm hoping for is I think, King's played so many games in the championship. He knows what it takes, in terms of winning your duels and stuff like that. That's why I think the lineup is pretty decent. That's classic Luke Thomas, isn't it? Gets away with it. Oh, is that a foul? It is.
He's played.
Aribo's been pretty decent so far, hasn't he?
Yeah, I was going to say him and Mavididi are mates as well, so there could be a bit of a link up there on the left side.
Oh no, are they COD brothers or something playing FPSs together? Doing another Mardy ass bastard in the team. Pretty good start, I'd say, from Leicester. We look more like the home team than the away team here.
Jamal Lascelles.
Yeah.
My fucking
Ricardo,
God.
you absolute dickhead. Oh my God. Just as I said that, the captain, Ricardo, unbelievable. And I can't concede in the first 5 minutes, and we've just done it. Ricky P,
Say
mate.
it every week. Every fucking week. Every week, man.
We're talking about Luco maybe being in. That should probably be
Luco.
Yeah.
Let's see this team's mentality
can't
now.
Get a start.
Oh man,
No, you're right, Luke. Because now it would happen, right, Luke? Like if they have booked their ideas up, if they really are wanting to fight, then this is where it starts.
Yeah, no, I wasn't being a dick. Sorry. I'm genuine.
Ricardo, man. Oh my God, he's got to be dropped, man, for that.
He's cooked. It's been sad. His
decline.
Oh my God!
No pressures. All he had to do is just pass it back to Begovic. What's he trying to do?
Enzo is turning in his grave, although he's not dead, so he's not in a grave. But you know what I'm saying.
He doesn't care.
That's actually one of the worst Ricky P errors I've seen in his career. That is embarrassing by him. Under no pressure.
Mate.
And he's a captain. The most important thing is get through the first 5 minutes, right, without conceding. And
Hey, Donkey overreading the 10 as well, by the way. There's so much fucking wrong with this squad.
Well, look, that's not Donkey Overreed's fault, is it? But I mean, that's going to be.
Not.
Do you know the problem is though? Is that like you're hoping that the new players will give you a boost of confidence, and your captain does something like that. You know, heads are gonna drop already, aren't they?
And Ricardo was the one on fucking Instagram.
Yeah.
Thursday night saying about Foxes never quit and all of this and whatever, man. Bunch of bozos. It took us.
Let's see what
Aribo's been booked as well.
Yeah. Is that the next thing? Is it red card for another debutant? Yeah, 25 league games without a clean sheet.
Aribo yellow, yeah, it's not good, is it? It's not a good start. No. So we've got the captain giving away a foul. The captain giving away a goal 2 minutes in, and your new midfielder, who started pretty well, now booked. So can't really throw in the challenges like you'd want him to.
Mate, even the pass was
honky. Oh my fucking god! Oh my.
God. Now he's see that time round because he shut himself. He had to play it back with pace. I mean, well.
But the way he passed it, and you're like, how was Begovic under pressure meant to like first take a touch and control that ball? Look at this.
But that's a bad. Exactly. That is not a good pass to give your keeper, man. When there's someone rushing in on him. Although maybe what Begovic should have just done there is just fucking smashed it. There's someone running onto it though, perhaps. So awful start, man. Let's see how we are in the corner.
Ricky P's got to come off at halftime.
No, yeah, that's what I was saying. More than that, I think it's time to just pull him out of the team altogether. I mean, when's the last time he had a really good game? October, maybe.
Yeah, it's sad.
And he's not been good defensively for a long time.
No, and he's not got the speed anymore to invert at the right time and join in the attack. It's just, it's sad. I'll never slate him though. It's just depressing.
No, because unlike some other players, at least his highs were really good.
And he's professional.
No, but you should slate him the same as you slate Luke Thomas, man. When he does something as retarded as Luke Thomas does.
We are. What we're saying is his time in the team should have come to an end now.
Yeah, yes. For sure.
Like, I don't know how you can see this every week and think he's got to be your first pick.
We celebrated our best fullback going to Leeds. We celebrated that, by the way.
Yeah. He was good the other night. I don't know if you saw him, got an assist, almost scored.
Mate, he's been so good since Christmas. It's a joke.
Yeah.
If you're going to play Ricky P, he's got to be at this stage of his career. He's got to be higher up the pitch, where defending's less important. To be honest with you, because he's possible to do it. I'm not saying to do it, but
I just think he can't play an English game anymore.
No, that's a harsh reality. To be honest with you.
He'll be all right in Portugal, only like for a mid.
Yeah.
He'd be better in France.
Well, he did play in France, didn't he? So
yeah.
Well, even that league these days it's definitely not Premier League, but it's picking up a bit.
Graham said here, I don't believe we are going down, but if we do this to ourselves, I'm with Luke. There you go. That must be a first, Luke. Graham's agreeing with you on something.
I don't want to be right about it.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, lads. Yeah, this has started exactly the same so far, I think. We've not really had anything going for us. It's almost like we need like a real manager in charge, not fucking Andy King. It's almost like that's the case.
I'll give it a bit longer. I mean, they're just playing keep ball a lot of the time now, Birmingham. They want to make us chase the game.
By the way, Luke, you talk about your prophecies. This is why I said all of all season long that I don't want Andy King to come in and replace Marty Cifuentes.
Yeah, I felt like a dick when I had that tirade. I did sound like Manny. I'm glad you pulled me up on that. But yeah, I mean it though. The only thing out of the whole, oh, for fuck's sake. Go on,
No, he's
Nelson.
done all right there.
Yeah, he fucking oath he has. I think the biggest, it's not just the tactics, it's not just the attitude, it's more, I'm big on body language. I'm big on cohesiveness between the squad and how angry and frustrated they look. I think there's been too many ideas thrown in the hat, too many different managers, too many people at the end of their contract, too many disgruntled people. I think, go on. Yeah, fucked.
Think of the can you just imagine like the head loss in this game if Aribo gets sent off? Like it would just be, yeah.
That was Ricky P though that went for the sliding challenge there, not Rebo. Thing is though, again, I feel sorry for Andy King though, because again, that's your captain that's made such a fucking blunder. Like if that's like a young kid from Man City does that sort of thing, you'd be like, oh well, it's youth, etc. But that's just so crazy.
All right, man. Poor
no
King.
pressure
no pressure at all, and even then we've seen way too many. How many times this season in Nil have we seen blind passing to no one? Like
well, he got dwelt on it. That's what he done. He did. The player was even there. It's not like the player's like appearing in his byline and no one gave him a shout to say no one was on. It's just like I say, for a captain, and what he got done by isn't really physicality. There, he just a poor decision.
Who do we play next?
Ooh.
I'm not sure that I'll have a look.
Stoke, isn't it? I might be wrong there. Or is it? No, Southampton. Yeah, there's a Southampton double header is next. Yeah. Then it's Stoke afterwards. Yeah. I mean, they've been struggling themselves, but it's we got them at home. But Rebo won't be playing for sure. Oh my God. Go on.
But
go on.
What was that, Daka? You fucking stupid idiot.
Well, we're 12 minutes in, so I think that's a perfect time to ask Luke. Luke, what you got for dinner tonight, mate? What are you eating?
I've already eaten. I've been to the pub.
Oh, yeah.
Went to like a nice Asian tapas style place. They're like really good, like tapas style thing. I had some steamed dumplings, vegetarian. I also had some pork fried dumplings. What else did I have? Beef tartare and a pork belly bao bun.
Nice.
It was nice. A couple of ginger beers, lime and ice, a nice a hot sunny Aussie
ginger
cocktail. Hashtag carbs.
Yeah, you dirty carb eating. Oh man, Anil, are you surprised that like Andy King's not tried a change in formation? Because I just feel like, I don't know.
No, not yet. I mean, there is some changes. We're going more direct, a lot more often here. We're not really making too much of it, but we are. That's what we're
even
trying to
that
do.
pass was scary.
Well, Begovic and Jakub are both terrible at kicking along. But Begovic does stay within the width of the pitch at least.
What did the ref just do there? Oh my God, he stopped play because the ref got in the way. Rebo's got to be a bit careful here, though. He's getting frustrated.
Although he's a brick shithouse, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he's right here, though. What has the ref done there? Because the ref couldn't get out the way fast enough. He's actually killed our attack. Brum fan confirmed.
Yeah, legit.
Quite nice.
What a scumbag.
Oh, poor from Reed.
Oh, fucking donkey.
No, won it back though.
Good ball from Sells.
Oh my days. Yeah, well, if it carries on like this, John, yeah, mate. Apparently there's already blue on blue in the away end.
Really? Huh?
15 minutes in. Have you seen the odds have been slashed on
Yeah,
Michael
of course.
Skubala?
Oh, really? I thought you were talking about relegation. What, to be our next
Manager, yeah, Michael Skubala,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. He's a sort that I think could be good for next season for sure. Because regardless, hang on. Go on. Oh. I think our attacking players is better today. Which is not saying much, but I think it is. I do see an improvement in it. I just think it's unfortunate that we've bozoed at the back.
Definitely a lot more physical of Aribo on the team.
Yeah,
We'll definitely give that.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's more attritional. The issue is though, is that like I think tactically, Birmingham are also like, okay, we don't need to push now, right? We'll just play keep ball and wait for Leicester to make another mistake and we'll pounce on it. So, it makes us look better than we might actually be. But
I do think Mukasa should have started over Reed, to be honest.
Fucking oath he should have. Reed should never play again. It's just a waste of time.
What do you mean? What
Well,
you wanted
let's
Mukasa to
see.
play, Luke? Was the one that you compared to Michael Golding the other day?
yeah,
You guys fucking laugh at me for that, but like you guys
Go
all
on.
said the same
Thomas?
shit about Golding when he first came.
Oh,
was that Fatawu?
no, but Luke,
Yeah, no.
Mukasa is just different, man, to Michael Golding. Like Mukasa's,
I'm not
Pep
saying
Guardiola's
they're the
given him
same.
first team game.
No, we haven't seen him play yet. We can't judge. Let's see how he is. He's definitely going to come on. You can tell he'll be the guy that comes on probably at 60 minutes. So let's see. The thing is you can throw youngsters in, but like I say, it's a way. I understand why you would hold them back for the home game. Like, I don't know if you saw Forest the other night. Sean Dyche gave one of their fullbacks, was one of the young academy lads, and Leeds just like targeted him and battered him.
Yeah, Dejon Richards. Yeah, but he's been brought in as a winger, man, not a striker. Disappointed with that.
Yeah, it's a shame that Rebo can't play the next two games based on what we've seen so far. I think he might be our best player at the moment.
Why can't he play the next two games?
Because he's on loan from Southampton, yeah, and we're playing them.
Okay.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's easy playing young players when you're doing well, but do you really want to throw them into this shit? That's at the same time, sometimes, they have no fear because they're young, right? They're just so desperate to play. That's the counterpoint. But like I said, I think the lineup he went for was going for experience. It's just unfortunate that one of our most experienced players has had the defining action of the half so far.
He legit, now that I think about it, would be our most experienced in terms of at Leicester City player right now. He's probably the longest serving player
in
we've got
appearances, must be, isn't it? Yeah.
Did you read? I read yesterday. John Rudkin is the longest-serving director of football in England, in Europe or something. I think it might be Europe.
Says it all. Says it all. Top's too busy gargling his balls.
Ooh.
Yeah, Top fucking absolutely just like gargles his balls in the cup chair.
But I agree, it's better. It's just not enough at the moment, right?
Yeah, well, because the score is 1-0 to them. That's the problem. I think we're the better team here. But as I say, I think tactically, if you're, the Birmingham manager, Chris Davies, you're not necessarily unhappy with what you're seeing because, like I say, we're not really testing the goalkeeper much. And we've already shown that they can pick us apart when necessary. I think with a director of football, them being in charge for like 10 years is probably about the right thing you want. But I mean, it's past 10 years now, right? So
apparently the shelf life of a technical director or director of football is 18 months, which surprised me. But apparently it's
that's
true.
crazy, really.
Yeah,
That sounds really wrong. Okay. Because how would you make?
What are you doing, Thomas? What are you fucking doing, you idiot?
The way he's got away with it, though. He's got away with it.
I fucking can't. Why play this absolute fucking bot? He would not look special even in League One. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, look, he's telling them get up, push up. Yeah.
If Christensen's fit enough on the bench, then surely he's fit enough to start. Fuck Thomas, bro. Honestly,
just fuck the pair of them. Just scrap playing fullbacks. Just scrap playing fullbacks. Play back three. I'm not saying to play Enzo ball. Just play back three. Just fuck. Just Luscelles, Nelson, and Bade. Bang, sorted, fixed. Move on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of logic to that because when you see Ricardo struggling on the other side as well, it's exactly. What advantage are you really getting from your fullbacks? Oh, who's ready for another Luke Thomas long throw? Oh, my
God.
on,
Luke. Luke, throw. We got a long throw.
Yeah, long throw. Thank you so much. Here, go on. Send it in, you stupid cashew. Let's see how much effective this is. Fucking... Jesus Christ. Oh, there you go.
Oh, hang on. It's in free space. Cross in. Go on.
Oh!
Fatawu, sexy. Bang. Sexy volley. Send it straight in. Aggressive.
It was all part of the plan. The cashew throw to bait out. Individual quality again. Fatawu. I tell you what, we're watching the game at about 10 frames per second, so it's like turn-based football. But I got the shot just as he kicked it, so it was quite good.
Sorry, lads. If you want to pull up another alleged one,
no.
Get duck in, sack duck. Never comes to watchalongs anymore. It's game on now. What a strike!
FC, somebody said.
Of course.
Brilliant goal. Decent cross from Aberdeen.
We said he's the cheat mode. That's why we surely have. Look at that! Fucking hell! Class. He's such. Do you know what though? Do you know what? I think their keeper's done badly there because he hasn't put it top bins. It's still a great strike. Don't get me wrong. And look at that. He's beating him for power. But if that was our keeper, I wouldn't be too impressed.
That's brilliant, Anil. That's the first touch, and then the line. That's fucking that whole.
He's a top player, man. We know this. Well, all right. Well, hang on a minute. All of a sudden, because the thing is that we were the better team, right? So now, oh, hello. I might have got what I asked for here.
Oh, I see Duck.
Now Duck's out. He said.
No. I see. Duck has appeared in the.
No. Yeah, I think he's watched. Like he's gonna watch it. But yeah.
Okay.
He's
out.
He's
brought the goal.
He's out.
Game on. Well, now the game could be very different because now they're gonna have to change their game plan. Now it could suit us. Because if you take the individual error out of it, I think we were the better team. But the only issue is that again, it's like individual quality rather than the system sort of goal. That's been a problem with us all season, isn't it?
If we won 15 of our 16 remaining games somehow.
You'd be in the playoffs. Yeah, you would. I think Benjamin Bloom, I saw on his channel, he said that most teams, if they win 7 or 8 games in a row, they actually even get automatics historically, as crazy as that sounds.
Neil, listen to the guy, bro. He was just saying we're down, it's over, and now he's talking about what we would need to do to get playoffs. Listen to him, man.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with you guys.
It's happened before, though, right? When Steve Cooper was in charge of Forest, they were bottom and they went up through the playoffs. So it does happen. All right, let's see if we can defend this corner. The thing is I think if we somehow we got promoted, I think we might well break Derby's record for lowest points. Be careful what you wish for.
Oh, mate. We nearly just got rinsed at the far post.
I didn't see it too much. Well, we got away with it. Did Begovic save it, did he?
No. Watch this again, ready? Probably would have been offside, to be fair.
Oh, yeah, he might have been offside actually. Free header though, it's not the best. Yeah, no one's been promoted to going 20 games without a clean sheet. Yeah, I agree with that.
Can I ask you something? I'm
New
just saying that
players,
there's-
all right. Yeah, go on. Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
No. I was going to ask something stupid. You go first.
No, someone just asked how the new players are performing. They've been pretty decent, I would say, so far. Rebo has been booked, but I think he's looked quite impressive. The cell been okay so far. Let's judge from these corners. Yeah, look, he's won the header again there. What were you saying?
Jeff, I don't have the memory of a goldfish. I'm just fucking with you guys. I'm just talking shit. Take it easy, brother. Not that fucking bad. Jesus Christ. I know I'm bipolar, but not that retarded.
It's content.
It was just more of a math question.
Yeah, much love to Benjamin Bloom. Top channel, top guy.
What balls has Aluko got to suck to get a start with the two worst fullbacks in our history playing every week?
That either Ty or someone quite closely related to Ty, probably. It'd be interesting to see what he does in the next game then, because I think for me that should be, like I say, especially at home.
Can I just say,
You're complaining, Luke, but the thing is they're trying to be physical. So I think I prefer it, even if Aribo's got booked. I think for the first half, you got to show some fight. That's what he's telling the team, Andy King. I think fuck the yellow cards. Take a few yellow cards if you have to. Take a few fouls. We don't do it enough. Like I'd personally rather. Like I know you were complaining about like Luke Thomas grabbing the player back, right? But he actually forced them to kick it long. It's like championship football is some. Oh, Daka. Oh, mate, that was a good chance.
he forced something, yes, a nil, but the reality is he easily could have been booked or that was a foul. We all know it, okay?
But he wasn't though, was he? He wasn't.
If that happened to your player, you'd be shouting the opposite. You'd be like, he's grabbing his shirt, get fucked. No, okay, you're right. I agree with everything you're saying in terms of the physicality. We're trying to win the ball back. I understand. What I was about to say was what's pissing me off is my honest assessment is Bobby Donkey overrated. Yes, he can have individual quality moments on the ball with set shots and stuff like that, but he does nothing to link up play between.
This I agree with. This I agree with. He's a bit of a passenger.
Striker.
Yeah, he's a bit of a
He's
passenger.
a passenger, and he's a void in between our midfield and our striker, and he does nothing to link up anything in between. He's not physical enough to do anything, and he's also not good enough to be able to take the ball and beat his man one-on-one. He sometimes can be in the right place at the right time with decent quality on the ball. Yes, 100%. I'm not stupid, and I'm not naive. I just think that we need someone that's well. I hope the Classic can come on and do something, because I think it kind of kills that momentum just as much as it does when you have Jordan I in front of him dropping back into a left back position. So, yeah, I am being super negative today, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just this club just pissed me off so much.
I would never have guessed.
Yeah. I'd probably be telling me to shut up if I was someone else listening to me right now. You fucking stupid Aussie. What the fuck do you know?
Is that a foul by Ricardo? Yeah.
Yeah. Got done. That guy's just got him on toast. Yeah, I agree, Clibbo. I think Ricky has to come off at half time. Yeah, Jeff, I agree with you there. That's why I think it's better having Daka in the team for that reason, even though he's obviously not the long-term answer either. We need to get a striker next season for sure.
That's offside. That's offside. No, it's offside.
Is it okay? Yes, it has been blown.
That was fucking well offside.
I don't know what Keith's talking about. You were saying we should be more ballsy at the start of the season. I don't know what you mean by that. Sorry.
With the fouls.
Lads, I'm just going to try and sort my lag issues now, okay? I'll be back in one sec.
Yeah.
Take care. I don't know what Jeff's coming on about. Next time Luke Thomas does something, Bozo Luke will get. Of course, I'm going to talk about relegation. We're fucking cooked.
Uh-oh. Man, that guy's quick, isn't he? This Osman guy. Is he a new
Yeah.
signing, eh?
He's good.
No. Great save. Great save
Great
again.
save.
Somehow we get away with it. Jesus
And
Christ.
there's Luke Thomas being a bozo yet again.
Yeah.
Thank God for Begovic. Nice save, lad.
Yeah, unbelievable saves and blocks there. They should have scored there. That was great football from Birmingham. You've got to say, look at that. That's very Brendan Rodgers-esque. The quick 1-2s in the area. We need to wake up here, though. It's classic that we get a goal and we always just look so nervous about the Marty fucking vertical passing still there. Musaka supposedly can play as either a 6-8 or a 10 or even a false 9. So it'll be interesting to see where he comes on for. Does he come on for Bobby Reed or does he come on for Joe Aribo? He could come on for either of them. They should have scored there if you ask me, that new boy.
Right about one thing at least, Anil. It's definitely an end-to-end game, lad.
Yeah. They've woken up a little bit. That is a great save by Begovic. So he's kept us in it. Go on. Go on, Daka. Run a corner.
Fucking Daka.
Run a corner.
I know.
For me, the only change I would do is take Ricardo off. I actually think we've been quite good in this game.
I would take
compared to what
Ricardo off.
What we've seen so far. It's quite a championship-y game in that it's quite physical. But I think you look at Joe Aribo and Jamal Lascelles and Begovic, I think all three of those have made the difference. Yeah, Reed, sorry. Yeah, good point.
Reed, that's what I was waiting to patiently say.
Yeah, you're right. He's actually been the most invisible player we've had so far. Oof. Lascelles almost on the... Ben Nelson, that was.
What the fuck?
No, it was Lascelles. Okay, yeah.
He's been not too bad, Lascelles, actually. He's been decent.
Yeah, no, to be fair, we were worried about his injury record, but so far, he's been just what the doctors ordered. Uh-oh, what's happened here?
If he goes back to Newcastle...
Hang on, what's going on here? Is Bobby Reed just...
Fucking that ball patch, lad. Let it go. Poor Skip, man. That's just getting tragic now. What's happened? Is there a red coming out?
Some off-the-ball incident. We're going to have to see. I don't know. Yes, it is a red for Bobby Reed.
Card.
Oh, my God.
I told you this guy's a fucking donkey.
King. You got to feel for him.
You fucking idiots! You fucking idiots!
Donkey. I told this cunt should not be fucking playing. He's redundant, you stupid fucking donkey.
I've actually got a feeling that's the first red card in his career.
And that's why fucking Mukasa should have played.
If you're going to get sent off, you may as well just fucking level Stansfield at that point as well. Getting up in your face like that, you fucking walking mop. Get the fuck out of here.
Again, I'm going to say, though, I feel for the manager, right? The manager's been let down by two of his most...
What are you doing?
To be honest, you look at that challenge, and it is pretty nasty. He's raked him on the back there. It was a stupid tackle. I mean, he's trying to be physical, but that's going too far.
For fuck's sakes, man. What the fuck?
No need to do it in that part of the pitch as well. That's what's dumb about it.
2 reds 2 weeks in a row. We are cooked. We're in the fucking mud. They're stupid. We're playing absolute old ass pension of fucking yesterday's man turtles in a fucking physical league that are doing dick. Thanks so much to Cover Reed. I hope you don't fucking play again. That was stupid.
Well, let's see what King does in the next game, though, because you're right, Luke. After that, you should... Yeah, look at that. That's a fucking red card all day. Look at that. That could be an ankle breaker.
Yeah, we're going down. I agree, Luke. Luke, I agree. We're going down. Yeah, 100%. 100%. We're going down.
Oh, fucking brain dead shit.
Going down.
Right, we're going to have to go to a back three now, and we're going to have to sub Ricky off.
He will probably, I wonder who will take off. So number 10, he might not make any changes and just keep the guy up front, Daka on top, and then 4-4-1.
Are we listening to this commentary right now? What a fucking... Why are they so retarded with this commentary?
Because they're on the payroll. They're on the payroll, exactly.
So what, man? Don't be such a fucking lying cuck fraud bullshit. Fucking hell, man. I gotta listen to this dickhead. What's his name? With the fucking gobbling turkey chin, talking absolute fucking left-handed bullshit, pissing me off, lying to us all.
I gotta say, I really feel for it. Doesn't matter who you are as a manager. I can't actually think of many other managers who've been that unlucky in their first 2 games. It's actually criminal. Not only that, not only 2 red cards, both times in the first half. That's insane.
Mate, I think it's the same minute. 32nd minute. I think it's the same.
I thought Cody got done at 15 or something. It was quite early.
Oh, yeah, it might be, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're cooked now, though.
To stop saying?
Craig's saying this to stop saying we're going down.
We are going down.
It's going to be like this for the last.
Of course it is.
You know,
of course it is. And I think the danger is compared to some other teams, is that they're good possession football teams. So now they're going to always have the free man, and they'll find him.
I think there's another red card in this game, boys.
Yeah. I don't think it's poor discipline there. I just think it's being a bozo. That they have been told to be more physical, but I mean, you know, that's a dumb tackle to make. What's the best he's going to get out of it there? Like, put the ball out of touch, you know.
He's a frustrated donkey that's made no impact in the game with his alleged Premier League experience. So he's gotten angry, he's gotten flustered, and he's put in an absolute bozo challenge. That's what's happened.
Yeah.
Deserved red card.
Luke says, I'm listening to the Birmingham commentary and they said it is a red, but felt it was slightly unlucky. Yeah, I think so too, because I don't think he's gone in to deliberately do that. But I think when you stop the clip back at it, I mean, if that was me, I wouldn't, you know, you could understand the way you've done it because you're hurting the other player there, intentionally or not.
He's not won the ball. He was nowhere near the ball. He's gone fucking far post. Oh my God. He's gone studs up to the back of the Achilles. It's a blatant red.
Yeah, Rebo could go. He might have to get hauled off at half time as well. But I mean,
yeah, man, Rebo's coming off at half time for Winks, 100%.
Yeah, exactly. Sliding in at that part of the pitch is low IQ. Totally agree.
My mate just messaged me saying, I swear these players have money on us going down.
Maybe.
Well, that's genuinely how it fucking feels.
Polymarket, right? You can get away with the anonymous gambling there.
BC probably fucking bet on their sponsored fucking team to go down as well.
See, the thing is, Locks, though, right? So you're asking at the start of the game, you know, what does it mean the performance? And I think the issue is that I just don't think you can judge anything, really, can you? What can you say? 3 minutes in, your captain makes a stupid error, the likes of which you'd get quite rightly told off at school level football. And then another one of your experienced pros makes a reckless challenge and gets him needlessly sent off. What can you even say at that point? You know, what can you even say? You learn nothing really. Just like the last game, I think you didn't learn anything other than, yeah, if your centre back is an absolute fucking idiot, you're gonna probably lose the game. No, we got another look. Do you know what? They got to be a bit careful here that they don't get done. Last couple of weeks, we keep conceding goals on the breakaway from our own set pieces.
Because we're pushing up so high.
Yeah. So I'm a bit concerned with how many they've put up here. Admittedly, set pieces when you're a man down is one of the few ways you'll score. Yeah, a draw would be a win here. Absolutely. I don't see it though, but let's see. You just clip Locks this entire way through the stream. You'll have content for a year.
I just can't be arsed. I really can't. Genuinely, I really can't. Shower of shit. Thick pieces of shit, man. That's what these players are. Fucking
I
thick
don't want
as
thick.
hell, man.
It's strange though as well because they're two of the players that you wouldn't think would make such stupid decisions, but
I would.
they have.
I seriously do not think he's good. Bobby Donkey Everett. I really don't. I don't even think he was good on his day in Fulham. I genuinely do not rate him at all.
No shit.
I do not rate him.
Yeah, I live in Northampton, so at least I won't have to go too far to watch Leicester next season. Yeah, derby game.
Yeah, someone said cheer up, Winks will be on at half time. Yeah, fucking hell.
Probably have to in a game like this. They've got to keep the ball.
Man, I seriously, guys, I do not want to see Daka, Ayew, or Bobby play again for Leicester City. It's redundant.
Who's going to play up
Well,
front?
in a game like today, you can't even say anything about Daka. I mean, what now? The games like this, the strikers just. If he's lucky, he might get one on the break chance the entire game.
And we're not re-signing.
Daka's role now is to run around.
Yeah.
Which is what he
Just
does anyway.
give them something to, so they can't just completely throw everyone forwards. You've got an outlet. That's all it is, outlet. It's much better for him to be on than Ayew, though, because at least you've got just a straight punt down the pitch. Because the problem with Ayew is if you do that, the defenders will get back in time.
How much is he on a week, Daka? He's like on like 70 grand plus a week to steal my oxygen.
80. Yeah, I think he's on 80. Got a very lucrative contract. Bobby being banned for 3 matches is probably a good thing, if you ask me.
Oh, thank God. Just ban him for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Easier next year as well, though. That's the sad thing.
Just my head.
So far, it's not been backs against the wall at the Alamo, but it will come.
Yeah, they'll be patient, man, Birmingham.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, I think since it's gone 1-1 and even before the card, I think some of the football they play is quite nice. I think the first time that we played them, I think they looked poor, Birmingham. But this time round, you can see that Rodgers blueprint there. And we hate Rodgers, but Rodgers was obviously good in his some games. First couple of years.
By the way, the Birmingham crowd is fucking dead.
Yeah, what's wrong with them?
Oh, man.
The thing is, he's going to need that energy there. We've put in a Rebo at 10 and not Mukasa. We'll have to see.
King looks like he's just like, fuck this.
Because what can you do? What can you do?
I know.
If you, just imagine that you're there and your players just on stupidity like that. What can you possibly do? Like I say, when Aluko got sent off, right? That actually the manager could have controlled because he was being reckless even before he got red carded, and he hadn't given him any starts before that game. So you could see he was a little bit like he even had like a bit of a glaze over his eyes, like he wasn't quite there. Which I understand. If you're making your debut, it's all probably a rush for you. But like I say, you expect your players that have played 500, 600 career games and used to this sort of pressure cooker. It's not even particularly hostile, is it, Birmingham? And
Thomas, man. Fucking flop.
Yeah, you got to remember, though, that wherever we go, they're always got a man advantage. So it's difficult.
I do find it interesting seeing online people kind of feeling sorry for Andy King, but no one ever felt sorry for Marty Cifuentes. Just saying.
Well, but Marty Cifuentes, no, we felt sorry for Cifuentes that game against Oxford where Aaron Ramsey got sent off after 23 minutes.
Yeah, but my point is more like I'm seeing people say, like, okay, Andy King's being let down by these brain dead morons. Well, the managers, the last 2-3 managers have all been let down by a bunch of brain dead fucking morons. Do you know what I mean?
No, those managers did not have 2 red cards in their first 2 games.
No, of course not. No, of course not. But they did make mistakes, right? Like the players would make.
No, but
mistakes.
this is as you were saying. This is like you feel they're betting on us going down. These are insane errors to make when you're in a relegation battle. Like that Ricardo one. I mean, I'd still argue that's even worse than Bobby Reed, just because you're 3 minutes into a game, you do something as stupid as that. Just don't take fucking risks when you haven't had a clean sheet.
You think Andy King's not instruction, but do you think Andy King has kind of asked the players to be more aggressive?
Yeah, you can see. You can definitely.
So has that led to the red card?
Maybe. It is like Football Manager, isn't it? When you put hard pressing on, you tend to get more reds. But at the same time, an experienced pro like that shouldn't be, making that stupid. Because the thing is when you're going for those challenges, there's supposed to be a point, right? The point is to go in hard, where if you can win the ball back, you can set up an attack. The thing is, if you look at that red card again, what is the best thing that Bobby Reed can do in that situation? He can kick it out of play.
If I see a lot of this over the next coming days and weeks, it's going to wind me up big time, by the way.
Why is
goodwill. There is no fucking goodwill in football. It doesn't exist, man. Goodwill is what kept Brendan Rodgers in his job for so long, man.
Rebro just got caught sleeping. What did that was Mavadidi. No, it wasn't Mavadidi. It was a Rebro. And also, there's no goodwill when you pick turtles and fucking donkeys in your starting 11 when it's been proven to be ineffective the entire season while you're there next to Marty Cifuentes.
Guys, man, you got to give it a rest for the first 2 games. I'm sorry. In the next one, fair enough, but you lot are just fucking...
But it's not Andy King's first game, is it, Anil? It's not. It's 2 years.
Nah, you lot are being retarded. I'm sorry.
Mate, Anil's been at the club for a year. He's seen Jordan Ayew and Bobby Reed and Luke Thomas for over a year under 2 different managers.
He's brought 2 of the new signings in today, and he probably was going to bring the other ones on later. And he's been let down by some senior pros. Listen, I agree with you. There's no goodwill in football, but I'm saying I don't think I've seen any manager be this unlucky in their first 2 games. It's crazy to have seen that.
Lascelles is doing well, by the way.
Yeah, he's been very good, and you can see advisor put it in earlier. Totally right, mate. You could see him organising the defense and trying to give them some confidence.
If this was,
yeah.
Sorry, I was only going to say, Neil, if this was Russell Martin in charge, we wouldn't be saying, "Oh, he's been unlucky in the first."
No, I would.
We'd be fucking.
No, I'm sorry. I think
him.
No, we're pretty objective. I think in your first couple of games, when you have things like this go against you,
I was going to say all we need now is to give away a penalty.
Yeah, just got to hold on till half time. Yeah, it did come off the woodwork there, isn't it? Listen, the manager could change things in the first couple of games, but, getting red carded in the first half, both games is very difficult. Okay, so there you go. Whew, what a half.
And then quickly urinate.
There we go. Half time at St Andrews. Anil, yeah, I mean, let's talk about it, mate. Again, just such a brain dead, 2 brain dead decisions. One from Ricardo to dwell on the ball and get the ball stolen, and then the next one for Bobby Reed to reckless challenge. Reckless challenge from Bobby Reid. And like we said in it, it's predictable now, isn't it? It's like every game. All right, you'll get a couple players starting, and you'll get a couple players starting or a couple changes in the team that you're happy about, but then someone's always going to do something wrong. Someone's going to make a mistake. Someone's going to just the bozo gene that we talk about all the time.
Well, when confidence is low, those sort of bozo decisions do tend to happen. The red card was very stupid. I'm really clutching at straws here. If you look at our play out of that, I think we were okay. I think we were even slightly the better team when it was 11 versus 11 after Fatawu got his goal. I think Jamal Lascelles has been very impressive. I think Aribo started off quite strong. I think he deteriorated as the half went on. I think especially as we went down to 10 men, that might be a change to make. But yeah, I mean, what can you do? Like, when you're in a relegation fight and you're going away to a team that's in very good form, normally the first thing you'd say, Locks, as a manager, is guys, just keep it tight. First 20 minutes, let's just make sure that we stay in the game, then we start building from there. So 3 minutes into the game, harmless ball gets played to your fullback under no pressure, could clear it, could do any number of things. Dwells on the ball, gets caught, you're 1-0 down. That's tough. Yeah, if you're the manager, next game, I would haul him for that. It'll be interesting to see what he does. Doesn't matter if he's a captain or not. That's not captain material. Give the armband to Lascelles. And then later on, what's even worse is 10 men after we equalised, right? So that's crazy. We've done the hard part, got back into the game. I think we were looking quite good. And then just bozo moment. You can say he's unlucky, but it's just a needless challenge. Yeah, 2 games in a row, red card in the first half as well. Like if you got a red card, let's say if the 80th minute with 10 to go, it might not be so detrimental, but I can only see this game ending one way now. Sorry.
Yeah, I know I'm on 10 frames per second. I'm trying to fix it. So apologies, but my camera, my laptop is working at the speed of Luke Thomas's brain right now, unfortunately. Luke, what did you make to the first half, mate? How are you feeling?
You guys know how how I feel. If you're going to be trying physical and you win the ball back a lot more in the midfield and hit him on the break, which was in some effect working, you need someone that can string things together. And again, that's why I think Donkey Overreach is incorrectly chosen for that task. I think he doesn't string anything together, as I already mentioned. And I also, if you think about it, when have you ever seen Bobby Reid do a progressive ball carry with the ball at his feet? Everything he does is usually
10 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, so why play him in the 10? It's redundant. This is why, Neil, thank you. You were right. We are being kind of stupidly harsh of Andy King. He has been, we know we're at a bit of a head loss. We know he's been super unlucky. 2 red cards, bozo moment, bullshit penalty from Turtalayu. You are right. It's just frustrating that he can't obviously we can't all be happy and all be pleased with the starting 11. No one ever will be. And it's always, hindsight's a beautiful thing. I just don't want to see these players play anymore because they're not going to be here in 2 seasons' time. Most of them won't even be here next year. That's what kind of irritates me about these selections. Luke Thomas getting cooked, in my opinion. It's going to be harder for him. I know we're man down, but he's been cooked every single time. His positioning scares me. One thing I will mention on a positive note that I do think Mavididi has been busting a gut and dropping back and trying to help out in defence. I'll give him that. He has been a little bit frustrating. He had a decent cross that led to a goal. But he has been procrastinating a little bit on the ball when he does start to attack in the final third. But it's not been honking or awful, but it's not been, setting me of hope either, even before the red card. But look, let's see what happens second half. Hopefully Ricky P gets subbed off for Buddy Aluko. Unfortunately, his race is wrong. And thank you, Ricky P, for your time while you were uninjured. You were a brilliant player in your day.
Yeah, what were you thinking? What are you thinking, Anil, for this, half time? Would you make any changes here? Because I think obviously the manager is likely to make a change of some kind of form because of the red card. Although you can kind of get away with your 10 going off, can't you? Because you've just got your flat midfield and But what are you thinking? I personally, Anil, this is what I would like to see, and I'm not just saying this because we've been saying like, oh, I want to see him. Mukasa, I think, could be brought on for Daka because he can operate in that false 9 with the 2 wingers, either side of him. You're on mute. Sacked! Your turn, you're on mute.
Why not Dewan Richards? He's got the pace as well. I could agree with Mikasa, but I don't think he should come on in that position. Because Aribo's on the booking. So the changes I would look to make is I think Ricardo's finished. He's on toast by that Osman guy. He's got his number the whole game. I would make that change immediately, even if you are putting on a Luco. I think that's basically that's a goal waiting to happen if we don't make that change. And then because Aribo's on the booking, problem is you're gonna hate this, Locks, but probably Winks is the better one for that one. But maybe you could try Makasu. The reason you'd say Winks is just because if you're going to be down to 10 men and you're not going to have the ball much, having someone who's got composure on the ball and maybe give you a bit more of an outlet, because the way that this second half's going to go, especially the way that Birmingham play, is that they're not going to necessarily look to rush the goal. They're going to just wait to pick us apart, right? They'll be patient. So if we don't do the usual Leicester City bozo thing of conceding within the first 2 minutes, which to be honest, I don't know about you, I'm kind of expecting. But if that doesn't happen, what I'd expect to see is just the possession mount up and mount up and mount up 70%, 80%, and then they score with like 10 minutes to go. So have something there. But I can see him coming on. I think we will see both these players come on at some point in this half, though. Who you do it for? I don't know.
Luke, Canil just mentioned Winks. Would you bring Winks on at half time?
I'm not saying this to piss you off, Locks. Just in a game like this, if we can hold out, I would not bring him on immediately. But yes, if we're still 1-1 and there's maybe, let's say, 10, 15 minutes to go and want to control the game, yes, purely just because Aribo's on a booking and it looks like the kind of game where I can see him getting a second and getting sent off just purely under pressure with us being a man down. So I would just purely for that sense, not just to wind you up.
Yeah, fuck Harry Winks.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Daka
well, you could put Makasu in that position. I bet he's composed on the ball as well, but that is asking a lot for your, how old is he? 18 or 19-year-old debutant away from home when you're down to 10 men. You never know though. Maybe your manager comes in and says, I need you, Divine, give us some divine intervention, and he plays a blinder and you're gonna love that manager. Sorry, that's a
Sunder, saying Bobby has been great for us is a bit of a wild thing to say. He's not been great for us, mate. Like, I don't think he's been, if you're on about his time at Leicester, I don't think he's been as bad as Luke says he has, but he's definitely not been great.
Who's this?
Yeah, that's Bobby Reed.
Okay.
Sunder and the...
At what fucking point in his time here has he done something other than just the goal? Have you ever seen him go, you know what, that's a really good 90-minute performance we've seen from Bobby Donkey over Reed, where he's linked up play, he's been cohesive from the midfield to the attack or anything like that. Yes, I understand he's had his moments of decent quality on the ball, but in terms of actually stringing things together, and Neil's pointed out with his work rate, he's pointed out with his heat map, he is just a passenger. I will stand by that. If you think that's Sunder, fine, fair play. Football's all about opinions. But I just think that you're blatantly wrong, dude.
Bobby has been great, like Top has been great since CLB. Yeah. Yeah, he's had some good moments, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I think of the Tottenham game away last season in the Premier League did really well. But other than that, yeah, it's hard to kind of pull, too much from it. But yeah, Winks on, Aribo's coming off to get his Greg's fix, Tower says. There was another comment as well which says Skip is insufferable, so weak and slow and pathetic.
He's got a point there.
He does.
Ben's predicting we concede in the first 5-10 minutes of the second half. I mean, this is what we've been saying though, right, Anil? Like Bobby Reed and Ayew should only be used as substitutes now, in my opinion. They should not be starting games. I know Ayew's been dropped.
But I've got a feeling that King's plan would have been that from the next game, that's what would have happened. He's already done it with Ayew. Like I say, because this is away from home, I just think throwing someone in straight away is difficult, right? Especially when the team is playing so badly. You want to give them a little bit of a easier time before they come into the team, but now he'll be forced to do it, and you never know. I mean, I think to be fair, like, we talk about the manager being a bozo. Let's see what happens in the next game. Like, I'm really glad that he did drop Ayew. That was the right decision to make. I think in the next game, I think Ricardo's a problem now. I think if Ricardo starts the next game, I doubt he will because it's on a Tuesday anyway. But for me, that's got to be the next one kind of going forward. Let's see what happens. And yeah, you're both right that Bobby Reed now, well, look, he's going to be out for 3 games, so he'll have to come off. So that's the good thing. And I suspect, unless, Makasu is terrible, that might be him benched for the rest of the season pretty much and just being the option player. So let's see.
Yeah, it's crazy, really. I'm still a little bit shocked that we're down to 10 men again. Because as you said, Anil, it's the first half there before the red card, things were looking better. Not crazy better, not great, but they were looking slightly better, and it's just brain dead again from one of our players to go and get sent off in the first half. Absolutely criminal, especially when it happened last week. When you see your teammate do that and ruin the game for your team, and then you go and do it a week later is criminal. There's a comment there which you starred, Anil, from Will. He says the problem is, Anil, the game. This game, Ricardo is the problem. Next game, it'll be Thomas. Next game, it'll be I. You've got too many bozos to stay up. I mean, for me, Anil, you can drop all three of them players.
That's
Ricardo,
what I was going to
Thomas,
say. That's why I slightly disagree with that. I do think left back will always be a problem, though, because I think even when you put Christensen in, he's not very good either. It's almost like you want to clone Badialuko and put him on both sides. But I think the other positions we can solve, and hopefully we see those solutions going forward. Yeah, I think Ricardo, he is better in those games where if we happen to play a team that just parks the bus 10 men, or 11 men behind the ball, then Ricardo can be better for it. But in a game like this, we got tricky wingers. It's I think. But yeah, I agree with Andy there. Senior players seriously letting us down.
Go on.
Just quickly, I was going to say, compared that to Jamal Lascelles, who's making his debut today, and he's been what a senior player should be doing, in my opinion. Right, he's actually commanding and marshalling that back four. You saw when we went down to 10 men, he was the one that was talking to the rest of the team, not Ricardo, because Ricardo hasn't got captain material in it. That's what you would expect from it. So that you can at least see from that point, it's not all talk. He's actually got something about him. But let's just hope that his injury record isn't the best either.
What about you, Luke? I wanted to ask you this, mate. Again, this is what winds me up, Luke, is that people say, oh, don't play the youth because they're not ready, whilst the senior players continuously let us down.
That's the fucking twat that blanked me on Instagram. Fuck that guy and his channel.
What?
I think
what?
The senior players. What's disappointing
about
the
There's more than one person on this channel, Luke.
I don't care. I'm on one today, boys. I think that what's disappointing about the senior players to me is they've let us down from like countless times. And again, I keep banging on the same thing. They're not going to. A lot of them aren't going to be here next season. You're stifling the development of our youth that I think we're going to be relying upon next season.
Yeah,
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, I just ignored you. Now Anil's on mute again. Anil, you're on mute. You're on mute.
I was saying, unfortunately, we can hear you, Luke. Yeah.
You
love grab a drink, guys.
It just winds me up. It just seriously winds me up that people just always say, oh well, the youth aren't ready. Where we've got 1 week Akoli, a senior player, getting sent off, and then the next week Ricardo, a senior player, giving away a free goal, and then the same game another senior player, Bobby Reed, getting sent off. I mean, it's the senior players, Luke, that have continuously let down Marty Cifuentes, Ruud van Nistelrooy, the fans, the club. It's the senior players that keep letting everybody down, not the youth. This is what I just don't understand, why people say, oh yeah, but Birmingham away at St Andrews is a really fucking tough game. It's not fair to put the youth in. Whereas you see fucking Bobby Reed and Ricardo Pereira do that.
Yeah, I think like you can make the argument like at the beginning of the season where before they'd made too many bozo mistakes week in, week out, these senior players, and the wages and the money that we're spending, and the target at the time was to get promoted without a points deduction. That's how we all felt before the season. Then yeah, sure, like a lot of people were saying, we're going to rely on our youth a lot this year at the beginning, but now at this point, yeah, definitely we have to. It's just they're leading. Ricardo he's getting worse every single game, and it's really sad to see, mate. And again, Bobby just does nothing for me in the 10. IU, thankfully, as Anil mentioned, he's been dropped. This is all these players that I just think it's now redundant we're now in a relegation dogfight. They are letting us down week in, week out. Play these players that possibly are going to be relied upon in League One next season.
Yeah. Neil says, unfortunately, if we go down, we probably are forced to sell Monger and Page. That is a likelihood. We've not recalled work back. Oh, Woyo back, have we? If not, Ricky and Hamza. We've got Bade Aluko, who's Bade Aluko, mate. The key word is
Winks
senior. They're two senior, says Tower. Winks is on.
But
Great.
Ricky's still on. That
Happy
is,
days.
I think we're going to get cooked by him.
Happy days. Happy days. Harry Winks is on. The biggest rat.
Has he come on for a Rebo?
I'd imagine so. Oh, no, Skip. Go on for Skip.
Okay.
To
be fair, I do think the game was passing Skip by.
No, Skip's there as well.
Okay.
Mavididi? Oh, it is a Rebo.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it is because 20's Dakar. No,
Winks
that's in
for
there.
Steffi.
That's a Rebo.
Yeah, Mavididi's come off. Mavididi's come
Wow.
off, I think. Yeah.
Okay, and he's moved a Rebo onto the left-hand side. Interesting.
So we're playing a 4-3-2.
I think it's still 4-4-1, but yeah, we
Rebo
actually are
will be coming off
defending
the
there.
left.
Look, the defensive shape is a 4-3-2. Interesting. Okay.
How do you feel about that, Luke? I mean,
What's that,
Mavididi's a bot, so I don't think we're gonna miss. I don't think we're gonna miss Mavididi. To be honest, he's a bit. Of a
I
bot.
think that basically you can attribute that goal to Fatawu from that dink that came from him, and I also think that he was busted and got to try and help Luke Thomas. I'm not going to slate him. I still want to see Mongo get a start, but I've got nothing negative to say about Mavididi in this game. Too much, to be honest. That's me just being somewhat fair and objective, I guess. I don't know. How do you guys feel about it?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
he was
really
okay.
bothered. To be fair.
Yeah.
Not his fault what happened with the game, is it? But that's the thing, when you go down to 10 men, sometimes you got to sacrifice someone, haven't you? Yeah, pace up top. Bringing a new guy. The new guy will come on, I'm sure.
Which one,
I think
Mikasa?
let's just see. We just cannot concede in the first 5 minutes. Just got.
Seeing Shaw Dyche under pressure at Forest might get sacked.
Well, he's going to get sacked regardless at the end of the season. It's just if they pull the trigger now, and given the chairman they've got, how many would that be? 4 managers in one season? Christ. I did actually see Wolfie yesterday, and he lost the will to live watching Dyche ball.
Yeah, mate. I tuned in a little bit yesterday, and it was just like, holy damn, this is.
He crashed me off.
What, Dyche?
Wolfie's like a
Wolfie,
more
he's funny.
extreme version of a Luke at times. Yeah, I saw his match ratings. He's just like 0, 0, 0, 0 on all the match player ratings.
I just like making you guys sweat.
Forest owner likes to pull the trigger on people in more ways than one.
Absolutely.
I
He's
nearly
actually
asked you
done
guys.
quite well there, Ricky, but I was scared there.
Go on, Luke. What are you going to say?
No, I'm too scared. Actually, I'm going to put it in the private chat instead. Actually, no, I won't, because you'll grass me up.
No, go on. Just,
I'll
just
message Neil
ask.
privately and what? No,
I swear, I won't say it. I swear, Luke, I won't say it on stream. I won't say it.
I'm messaging Anil. You're not to be trusted.
Put it in the private chat. I'm not going to grass you up, I swear.
All right, check your WhatsApp, Anil.
When have I ever grassed you up? What have I grassed you up for? It's not even that bad. Just put it in the
Anil
private
wants to
chat.
grass me up.
No, but just say what he said. There's nothing controversial about what you asked there. It's just a question.
I'll
in
tell you
the chat.
tomorrow on GMF.
Just put it in the private chat, Luke. Stop being a fucking pussy. Now you're
it's not
showing,
even controversial. I'm going to say
you're
it if
showing-
you don't, Luke. So, yeah.
Yeah, put it in the private chat, Luke.
I'll say it. I'll say
No, put it in the private, Luke. Put it in the private
This is
chat.
going to be
You're currently
such a
making
letdown when he
yourself-
says it. It's not even...
I'll tell you what, Anil, you type it in the private chat. You type
Yeah, I
it in the
will.
private chat.
No, Anil, man. Come on, dude. All right,
Wait, I won't say it on stream. I won't say it. I swear I won't say it on stream.
would you guys... Okay.
Luke's gone soft, somebody says.
No,
see?
I've got the biggest fucking penis ever. I've got an absolute honking flaccid penis, but it
Stop,
makes a
stop,
strong
stop,
comeback when I fire up.
Stop!
Okay.
Stop!
I'll tell you post
Go on. What is it then?
I forgot.
Neil's gonna have to type it.
I've grassed him up.
Oh, he has. Mate, why are you not asking that question?
Yeah.
Luke, why are you not asking that? Just ask it. There's nothing crazy about that at all. He literally did that in the youth team. Luke, why are you
What's
gone
up?
silent?
You guys
Ask
make
the
me
question
paranoid.
on stream,
I've
bro.
gone to unfiltered for you. Don't say this. Don't do that. Fucking, I'm on my best behavior now.
No, Luke, listen. That question isn't crazy. He did that in the youth team.
Look, so I got a question for you, and this is totally my own question and not someone else's. What do you think about Badealuko playing in the CDM role with his physicality and presence, and he's quite good with both feet? Do you reckon that could work, or do you think that's crazy?
I think it's retarded. No, I'm joking. I think that would work. I genuinely think that would work. He has played that in the academy. Those long legs in DDS.
Indeedy, yeah.
Yeah, he's good to getting. He's good at winning the ball. He's good on the ball, man. We saw him in that Charlton game, running through right from the back and bursting into midfield and laying someone up. What about you, Luke?
That's why I fucking said it, because
Yeah, exactly, bro. That's what. It's not stupid, is it? It's not a stupid question.
Oh,
Look, people in the chat are saying, man, it's an interesting question. What do you think, Luke?
I'll tell you post-match.
Fuck's sake.
I think it's good. I just think in this game it's not good because this game we're down to 10 men, right? And you want players who basically can deal with having multiple people around you, right? It's because kind of like Ndidi's not that good when you're down to 10 men either, right? Because
No,
teams target him.
If you're saying we're going to look lightweight in our midfield, whether that be Skip or Winks, doesn't matter whoever plays alongside him. Let's say hypothetically it's going to be a Rebro, or most likely it's going to be Skip, unfortunately. I think that, one, he's going to be physical. He's not slow. He's fast. He's confident on the ball. He can win the ball back. I think that it's been proven that both Marty and King are not going to really play him over Ricky P week in, week out. So I do believe even if we were to play a back three, I think that would be a really good option to play him either in a back three or play him as a central defensive mid. He likes to join in the attack anyway, whether he plays at centre back or full back. I think it's a great option to be able to win the ball back and also take the ball and drive up the pitch. More physicality in the midfield. Do I think he would be better utilized at right back or centre back? Yes, but I do think if you're not going to play him in either of those roles, I think it's a better option to play, let's say,
well, let's see what happens on Tuesday first. I think that with the young players, what's important is that they have one role that they can concentrate on and they just play that position. Because I think that does a lot of young players badly when they first come into the team and they've been played here, there, and everywhere. They're like, what am I even supposed to be? Right? Of course, I'll try my best. Yeah, Ray, we've had the ball for about 30 seconds in this half, but look, we're 7 minutes into the half. We haven't conceded, which is un-Leicester-like. Obviously, that could age like milk. But I would say I'm a bit surprised by Birmingham. I think they've started the half very slow. They haven't really... I was expecting them to have like full control and tempo of the game. They haven't. And at the moment, it's a bit of a nothing burger game. And that's absolutely fine for us. Like if it's just one of those, what happened in that half? Oh, that was a nice turn by Aribo. Oh,
beautiful ball.
Go on. That was very nice from Aribo. Great progressive pass. Fatawu. Nah. That was good, though. It looked like we were carrying a bit of a threat there. Can we get back in time?
I would bring on, if we're sticking with... Oh, dear.
Our position, Ricky P. That was the problem. The cutback. Dealt with.
My question, right, is if we keep with this similar shape, right, Anil?
Yeah.
Late in the... for the remainder of the game.
Oh no, poor Spill.
That's a penalty.
Oh, he's offside, luckily. I think that would have been a penalty.
Just done a Jakub. It's a Jakub.
Yeah, it was. Got away with it.
Yeah, Anil, if we stuck with this shape, do you think that Mikasa should come on later for Aribo in that role?
Yeah, or even Skip. He could be good in either of those roles, to be honest. Is Louis Page on a bench?
Yeah.
I'd be a bit more tempted to put Page in Aribo's role and have Mikasa as the Skip. Because you've seen that he's good at playing the long balls and like, you know, picking someone out on the break, whereas I think Page is a bit better at box crashing. So I think we might see Richards. It depends on how Fatawu tires out. At the moment, I will say Fatawu still looks like our most lethal player up top, not just because of his goal, but even there he was almost in.
So we're not trying to play. We're not trying to keep the ball in this half, are we?
No, we sort of are, but it's hard when you're down to 10 men. I don't know if you've ever done 10 versus 11 in rondos and stuff like that. This is quite impressive so far because we're a man down. We don't look like it.
Well, this was like the Charlton game, right? In the second half.
Yeah.
We were fine.
But Birmingham, how much did they spend in the window? They spent like another 20 million or something, did they not? Yeah, look, fair play. You're actually seeing what the skips and winks give you in a game like this, which is even though they're a man down, because they're good and tidy on the ball. Decent. Lascelles almost got caught, but he didn't. Oh, Ricky, not the best. Away. To be honest, I see quite a few signs of improvement in this game. I ultimately still think we'll lose it. You can only judge King when he has like some games where he's got fucking 11 men on the field by the end of the match. But Aribo and Lascelles have been quite good. Again, that's Aribo again. Look at that. Go on. Oh. You know what? If he wasn't on the yellow, he would have gone for that. But he had to.
Mate, I swear some people are blind on Twitter, man. People on Twitter are saying, "Oh, Aribo's no different to Samare." Like, what are they fucking watching?
Exactly. It's not like he's been immaculate. He has made some mistakes, but I think you can see that he's a presence in field, and he's caught the ball in the half turn and driven us up the pitch quite a few times. Skip's been much better this half. I agree with you there, Graham.
What's up?
Goop?
Maybe.
Oh, here we go. What's up with you today, Luke, man? You've turned into a right fanny today.
Nothing.
He's had some ginger beers and he's
something's been consumed in the background. I'm willing to put money on that. I don't know what
ginger beers, Luke. You've been on too many ginger beers.
No, I'm on my best behavior now. I'm too unhinged for you boys.
We like unhinged Luke. Oof.
Everyone's calling you out, Luke, in the chat. They're saying you're too chill. You've changed.
PG Luke has entered the chat.
Oh yeah.
PG Luke is rubbish.
Wait until Daka misses a one-on-one sitter.
Yeah. That's what we were all waiting for. That was a good save.
Hey, Luke, I meant to ask you, mate, because we've not seen you on the stream since the points deduction, mate. How do you feel? Someone messaged me on Fox's Talk the other day saying I want to hear what Luke has to say about the points deduction.
I'll tell you how I feel at the end of the season.
Fucking hell.
He's definitely had a bifter at half time, Lucas. He's way too chill. Way too chill. I've actually never seen you this chill before. Go on, Ricky. Ball over the top. Oh, a bit too far for Fatawu. Almost in there. How was Leicester playing? In my opinion, okay. Especially given we're down to 10 men. Corner to Leicester. Or is it a throw? Oh, it's a throw. Luke Thomas to take.
Go on. Fucking cashew. I'll say this. This is definitely a much better, as Anil pointed out, much better, like probably the best second half we've seen, like coming out of the first 5 minutes compared to any time we had under Marty Cifuentes. I definitely attribute that not just to Wayne Locks up to Harry Winks. Look a lot better on the ball.
Yeah. But keep your stuff intact just a little bit because Lascelles with a horrible touch there, but he's a defender up top.
He's been good, to be fair, though, Lascelles.
He has. Yeah.
He's been composed. He's been vocal with the players in front of him, which is good to see. And you just want to see for his own sake. Just don't worry about us. Just for him, like you don't want to see players with massive injury things derail their career. So I hope for his sake that he can make a comeback wherever he
Triple
is.
sub coming up for Birmingham.
Yeah, Prisk, that Danish guy.
Yeah, 8.5 million. I think they spent on him.
But no, I hear what you're saying about the sales. Like, we do look. I say we look calmer, but you know what I mean. Like, because if it wasn't for Ricardo being an absolute bozo, I fancy us to have a clean sheet.
Yeah, exactly. Look again. Look at this, and he's using his strength. Look, no nonsense, decent. He's got us out of a bit of trouble there. That'll do. He's
and he actually looks like a centre back.
Yeah,
because like the others are all skinny. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh,
he's actually a fucking brick shithouse. So
yeah, and you need a bit of that in the Championship. But yeah, he looks like a good signing, man. Probably be signed for next season if he can keep injury free. That professionalism could be good.
We need a younger version of Lascelles. But all of these centre backs, man, look at this. This guy Newman, he's a centre back. They're all just like skinny, tall, lanky fuckers that can't move and they got no strength about them, man. I'm including Nelson in that too. Like Nelson's good at what he does, of course he is, but they're not. Fucking,
no, you are right about that there, Locks. I think Nelson could stand with putting a bit more muscle on if it's possible. And you are right that the modern game's gone that way, but there is something to be said. I mean, you say you need to get younger versions, but do you? Our best ever centre-back pairing, both of them were in their 30s. They were very physical, grabbing people on the corners and stuff like that. In the past, you always used to look at the Italian teams and they had people like Nesta, Cannavaro, Maldini in their 30s and they bossed it because they had the experience. I think... Don't take anything away from that having that experience and mental discipline and fortitude.
But like, if you're a striker in the Championship, and look, I like Ben Nelson. We all like Ben Nelson. We all want to play. We all want to see Ben Nelson play every game. But I'm saying, if you're a striker in the Championship, Anil, running down towards Ben Nelson, you're not scared.
No,
I think you would be Jamal Lascelles.
Yeah,
you'd be like, oh yeah, I've got a tough day. I've got a tough day ahead.
Well, I don't know about you, lot. So to me, I'm pretty sure I'm like 5'7". So whenever you're playing against someone who's like 6'4" and built like a rugby player, just immediately as the game starts, mentally you're just thinking, "Oh God, it's going to be a long day, isn't it?" Right? And I play in midfield, so it's a different role. But again, how are you even going to deal with the fact that the goalkeeper is going to be punting it into the top? You're not going to get anywhere near it. You got to hunt for second balls, and I'm not going to lie, mentally it just means you start the match already feeling a little bit low, right? Whereas if it's a short ass, you're thinking, "Oh, you know what? I could bully this guy. I might be able to." Get about them. Then you find out they probably got Messi like skills and they make you look like an idiot. But you don't think that at the start of the game, which is the important thing. Experience counts around the training ground. I agree with that, but only if it's the right experience, if it's legit. Because Connor Cody, that was just a PR move, right? But for sure, the players that I mentioned in the past, like these Italian centre backs, but even in our own past, like Huth, Schmeichel, Morgan, players like that is good experience to have around, right? People that set standards, but also on the pitch they set the standard as well. Like players even like James Milner, right? He's not ever been like the best player in any team he's been in, but like he could slot in anywhere and put in a good performance and increase level. That's why he won the title with both Man City and Liverpool, didn't he? He's just a very professional person.
I've got a really good link. I'm going to send it to you now, Anil, while it's fresh in my mind. Right. It's about Skubala, and it's like a bit of an analysis.
I love it. Okay, I'll take a look at that.
About how, it's literally apparently. So the start of it is literally Skubala is heading the tactical shift in League One.
Yeah. I've heard this as well. I've heard this. I need to do more research. I have to say that Dave Challoner is someone that I've looked at quite a bit. I watched some of their games even because he's so highly rated. This guy's kind of caught me unawares. Because, like, especially at the start of the season, the team does well, but you're like, yeah, all right, they're just flavor of the month. They had a few easy games. But now when you're this far into this season, like, I don't know about you, but you got to say that the new Borough manager that's come in, he's improved them a lot. I think beforehand they were getting a bit lucky, but now when I see them play, I don't think they're getting lucky at all. And they could end up winning the title, which is, we did say Hayden Hackney could be a shout for player of the season. The way it's going, he's probably going to win it.
Yeah, it says there, Skubala prioritizes a strong, hard-working team culture over complex, high possession strategies, focusing on performance in both penalty boxes to drive results.
Yeah, sounds good. There's a bit sort of Red Bull-esque as well. I mean, definitely the way the game's gone, like the reason why like the positional play has gone out of favor is because a lot of teams are just doing man-to-man marking. So those concepts of the half spaces don't really exist anymore. Ricardo, last 5 minutes been much better. I still feel a little bit. Who's for Dyche? Not me. I think he would have been a good appointment at the start of this season. But I think wherever we are, League One or the Championship next season, for me, it's got to be the start of a new era. That's why I say Skubala or Challoner. Someone who's got like, you know, even if it turns out to be a bad appointment, I think someone that's got like a young manager that's up and coming. I know you guys, well, Lox, you're not too bad on Dean Smith. I know that'll be a controversial one, but I think that he did a really good job in setting the foundations at Brentford. No, that was nice.
What about you? What about you, Luke? Sean Dyche, you want him?
I'd actually agree with Neil. I'd be in favour of Dean Smith if we go down to League One to reset us up, ready for Championship. I'd give him a season of League One, and if we get promoted, I'd give him another season of the Championship.
You might get John Terry with him as well, huh?
Yeah. I mean, he might be a wanker, but he's an unbelievable player, wouldn't he?
I thought the club wants to go for a no risk and experienced manager. Skubala's experienced. He's just not experienced in the Championship, I suppose. But yeah.
He's only 43, man. No.
2-1.
Yeah.
2-1 Birmingham.
That's a
game.
shame. Yeah, that is game. I couldn't even see it really.
Why have we not made any other subs yet? Birmingham make 3.
Yeah, that is a bit of an error, especially as it got to 60 minutes as well. Let's see this back again. I didn't really see it the first time round. In the half space. That's a poor goal to give away, man, as well. It's played through the gap. Great finish, Stansfield. Harry Winks lost his man.
I think this is unfair on Kingy. He needs help. Well, he shouldn't have the job, to be honest. When I moan about King, you know, this one, I don't want to moan about King, but I am because he's in charge and he shouldn't be. And it's on the club, again, once again, for now having 2 games without a manager. Wouldn't surprise me if we're here next week as well without a manager.
Again, another parallel to the season. We got relegated the first time under Rodgers.
Yep.
Sacking a manager without a plan, sacking a manager without a CEO, sacking a manager without a technical director, smack 6 points on top of that. Fucking this club is rotten from top to bottom. We deserve to go to League One. The fans are going to suffer, but King Power deserves it because Kuhntop is just completely oblivious. He's naive. He's arrogant. He doesn't take any accountability. It's all poor us. All the people out there that want to whinge and fucking complain about saying that Man City have still not been punished, who gives a fuck? It's got nothing to do with us. They have nothing to do with how our club has been run and how we are playing and how we are doing business. That's not on Man City. That's on John Rodkin. And who employs John Rodkin, allows him to do all this? Kuhntop. Season upon season. What was the fucking point of doing an internal season review? We've gotten worse every single season since this alleged internal review. You know what? Or at least no one's lost their fucking job. You know what? A shitload of people should have lost their job. It's ridiculous. This club needs to go to League One, and if we're lucky enough to come back up from that and not do a Luton, then yes, this club needs to sell, and someone needs to come in and utilize what bare bones we've got left of a club right now. And to be honest with you, all I can really say that is the Seagrave. Whether you want to think that's been to our detriment or not, and people are too comfortable, I see merit in that. But the reality is, if you want to try and woo someone into coming here and as if a manager or player, you've got to roll the red carpet out of that fucking place. And that's it. That's all. That's the only attraction we have at this club going right now. It's a fucking shambolic piss take joke.
Welcome back, Luke. I'm glad PG Luke. I'm glad PG Luke left the room, bro. And you're back. Yeah, no, 100%, Luke. We are in the mud, well and truly, completely.
I'll say again, though, at the end of the day, we could have had a new manager in. If you still have 2 people sent off in your first 2 games, it's always going to be hard.
Yeah, but butterfly effect, right? You could say that they wouldn't have been sent off, if there was a different, there was a different man in charge. But no, it's not 1-1. It's not 1-1. James.
Oh, Aluko, is he coming on? No, maybe he's changed his mind. Don't know.
Yeah, no rush, Kingy, mate. It's fine. You're only 2-1 down.
The reality is like, go on. Kingy's got to be his own man too, guys, as well. Like, he's still accepted this position, and the first thing he does is come in and says, "Don't worry, guys. This isn't permanent. This is just temporary." He's now been an assistant, not because he was chosen either by the manager. By the way, Rue didn't choose him and say, "I want to bring him into my staff." It was kind of like, "Hey, if you take this job, you got to take King with you." Like, not calling him baggage, but that's the reality. Same thing for Marty Cifuentes. Like, what does he want for himself in the projection of his career? Does he want to just keep being shoehorned as an assistant to anyone that the club brings off a knee-jerk reaction, or what? What is his ambition? What do you guys think the conversation was when they said, "Look, mate, can you please just fucking try and do what you can to keep us up, and we're going to replace you at some point, but keep you on as assistant"? Like, what's the fucking conversation that's been held in that circus of a boardroom? Honestly, what do you guys think?
Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. No one fucking knows. No one knows anything at this club right now.
Exactly, that's the problem.
Well, can we just say Lascelles has come off? Obviously, his minutes are being managed on his return, but he's been good. He was good. He was good. So it's promising.
Been one of the few bright spots.
Shout out to Lascelles.
Yeah. Now Aluko is on.
Will we be in the bottom 3 the way the scores have gone? I know
Birmingham lost, so we won't be in the bottom 3.
Blackburn lost, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Useless.
And it's all gone quiet over there.
Aye.
Yeah, 16 points out. I know we're not looking up, but I'm saying 16 points. We were moaning when we were like 5 points off the playoffs, by the way. We're now 16 points off the playoffs.
We were moaning when we were getting draws, like week in, week out. At least we're getting a point. That was like the best run of our fucking...
No, but we were right to be moaning then.
I know.
It's just unfortunately got worse and worse. Yeah, I agree if I'm Heskey there. That's my opinion as well. He might turn out to be a bad manager as well, but I think you can't judge anyone on what's happened in his first 2 games. It's so unlucky.
If his next sub is Jordan I'm judging the fuck out of him.
Yeah, same, man. 100%, bro. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Cheeky that.
It's like, no, Anil, my whole point here, right, mate? My whole point with Kingy, we all love Kingy, but I didn't see anybody, when Mike Stowell took 2 games, no one was saying, oh, but, he's in a bad situation. It's not his fault. They were just like, why the fuck have we got these 2 clowns in the dugout? But I just don't think Andy King's playing career, legend status, should be used as goodwill against his decisions as a manager.
No, but for example,
Personally.
even Mike Stowell in that game where James Maddison, of all players, made the most retarded back pass of all time for Philip Billing to score, I did feel a bit sorry for him because that's, again, your best player and probably our player of the season up until that point. I think by the end it was Harvey Barnes, has just absolutely left you in the mud by being shit. Like, what do you do in
Richards? Sorry, Neil. Richards and Ayew are coming on. Richards and Ayew.
So you got good and bad. But go on then. Kingy out, Ayew on. Look at Luke's face right now.
Bro, we're 1-0 fucking down, man, and we're going to put a turtle on that doesn't do anything. He's got no pace. He doesn't win physicalities. He sticks his ass out of his back of his goal and goes fucking down. Oh, my God. What the fuck?
I tell you what, do ask Owen, though, why he keeps playing Ayew. That would be a good one for the press. So why do all managers keep picking him when all the fans think he's absolute shit?
West Brom have gone above us, by the way, though, so we are 21st now in the table.
Oof.
Good.
Shit, they winning. Or they won, have they?
We deserve it.
But to be fair, Luke, it is okay that Andy King's bringing on Ayew because, you know, he played for us for 20 years, so it's okay. Just saying.
What happens when the next person comes in and they also pick Ayew?
Yeah, same thing, eh?
Yeah.
But the advantage Kingy has on the decision, Anil, is he's
and Macassar is bringing on a whole lot. He's bringing on a whole plethora, but he is also bringing on Ayew, which I think is weird.
So what? Richards is going to come on for Abdul probably.
Yeah, I imagine.
Macassar
probably
for Rebo
and Ayew for Dakar, I imagine. I suppose the thing is that now that they're up, you know, Dakar is going to be ineffectual because you haven't, you know, they're not going to be leaving gaps at the back. But you know, I think just like if we go down, Jordan Ayew being our striker will be one of the big reasons for it. Not just for the fact that he's crap, but just his personality as well. It's his exact antithesis of what you need in a relegation battle.
How mind blowing is it that Ricardo's played 90 minutes here? By the way.
Yeah.
How mad is that? 90 minutes Ricardo's going to get.
I mean, he's been all right this half, though. He's been all right this half. But unfortunately, he is he's had the most defining action. All right, let's see what he's like. Look at that, man. He looks...
Hey?
Cheat mode physicality. All right, let's see where he is. So, yeah, I think he's playing in the more progressive role. He has come on for a Rebo. And did Abdul come off there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Joe Rebo off. Okay, we're going to hit it long here.
What's up, Luke?
What did Dakar do that whole time, man? Why the fuck do we keep playing him as well? I'm getting so aggravated, lads. I might, yeah.
No, nothing, Paul. Well,
Imagine
I do think
a
it's weird.
assist and Richard's goal.
I love it. Inject it into my veins.
So
I'd love to see it. Yeah. It is weird, though, in that transfer window that we didn't sign either the striker or the left back. That's Macassar already. Decent ball. Out of position now. In on the wings. Danger sign.
Apart.
Great block there. Right.
Fucking far post tap-in was on as well.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
But we have to take those risks now, Luke. I mean, at least, look, we're going for it. I think it is going to end up being 3 or 4-1 as a result of it. But
look, fucking Ayew's positioning is infuriating.
The lack thereof.
He plays like a fucking slow-ass left wing-back. It makes... I fucking can't stand him. I cannot stand him. I think I hate him more than Dakar now.
Yeah.
I dislike him more than Dakar as well. The reason is I think he's really arrogant, Jordan Ayew, for someone who's got nowhere near the ability of someone who's got that arrogance.
Yeah, he's just...
Is that the record, Tony? 27 without a clean sheet. I can't remember it being this bad ever in my lifetime. 25 games without a clean sheet. It's insane. PG Luke has definitely left the building. Wow, since 1948, crazy. Yeah, are you complaining about playing time? What a fraud. Go on, Richards. Go on. Yes, beating this man. Show us that pace. No, Aluko and Skip getting each other's way.
Oh, look at fucking his fucking arthritis just kicked in.
29% possession. We've got 10 men. I mean, that's always going to be the way. For me, it's disappointing that second goal that we conceded, because if it had been like wave after wave of Birmingham pressure and eventually we succumbed, you know, that would be half decent. But that's a very soft goal to concede when, you know, it's not even like through relentless pressure. It's of people switching off and allowing a through ball. Yeah, we all fear relegation. It'd be stupid not to. I think especially as that, you know, you looked on paper, you thought we'll probably beat Charlton and Oxford, and then, you know, we'll just settle for mid-table. Oh, Skip fouled? Yeah, he's fouled. Yellow
Is that
card.
not a yellow card, no?
Yeah, it should be.
He's not giving a yellow.
That's nothing. The next watch long, can we get a live blood pressure monitor on Luke? I like the sound of that. That would be amazing.
Can someone tell me? Can someone tell me what Harry Winks has been involved in since coming on? By the way, please.
Yeah, giving a goal away.
Was it him? Was it Harry
Winks? He
Winks?
was out of position. He wasn't the only one to blame. He wasn't the only one to blame. But
oh no! But play him because he's the best player in the squad. He's technically the best. I'd love to know how many somebody find out how many challenges Winks has put in this game as well, please. Can't wait to hear the data. Well, this is the problem, James. He's not been brought in as a striker, mate. He's been brought in as backup to Abdul.
Has Evans started yet for his loanee club?
No, so he came off the bench in his first game, and then he's not even been in the squad for the last 2 games.
Fuck. Okay, maybe he's not as good as we thought he was going to be.
So Harry Winks came on at half time. Harry Winks, 0 tackles attempted, 0 interceptions, 1 clearance, 0 block shots, 1 ground duel won.
Player of the year. Oh, Aluko. Got unlucky with the clearance, but now Birmingham are in.
Look at the speed they're getting.
Oh, get in.
Go on, buddy. Go on, buddy.
He made up for it.
Oh, Begovic is kicking off.
Why? What for? What was he kicking off at?
I thought he was yelling at one of our players. We must have been
on the team. Was there a booking here?
I don't know. He's booked Begovic, yeah.
Yeah, okay, for kicking off there. Maybe he's trying to defend his.
I like Begovic.
Aluko. Yeah, Begovic is better than Stalajic. I just don't think that's even a doubt at this point in time. Birmingham playing well though, able to find the half spaces pretty easily with that man advantage.
Five minutes to go.
Yeah. Well, they just have to play keep ball now. That's why the second goal was a death sentence. If only it'd been like it was still 1-1 at this point, then we might start seeing chances for ourselves. But at this point in time, it's been game over for a while, isn't it? You got to hope they make a mistake to let us in or something.
Oh, is it Tuesday we play? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the FA Cup game or the league game?
No, league, and then the cup games afterwards. Yeah.
And it's at home, isn't it?
Yeah, huge game.
Eyes on the floor. What a surprise!
Yeah, making mistakes is our game plan. It is, that feels that way. One of those Leicester fans just looks like how we all feel. He's just like,
I don't know, Fossil. You tell us you're meant to be the news page, mate. You should be able to tell us if we're getting a manager.
Foss Hub sacked. We all had Leicester to finish in the playoffs this season. Wah, wah.
I reckon everyone's going to finish above us except Sheffield Wednesday. What's it going to be this season, Coon Top? If you don't sell, you're going to have another internal review to explain why you guys fucked up so bad yet again. Do you want to go spunk some more money on Nick DeMarco to try and fight a cause that you know you shouldn't even be fighting anymore, that you got lucky to get 6 points with to begin with? Fucking smart ass.
Rudkin will get another promotion. Yeah, new CEO. Have no fear, Luke Thomas long throw coming up.
Sell to a buyer, I'm Heskey. To a buyer, somebody who wants to buy the club. Which there would be many people who would want to own a football club. I'm Heskey. If you think there's nobody in the world that would want to buy Leicester City, you're fucking off your nut, mate. Genuinely.
Yeah, Seagrave is still one of the best facilities in the country.
Wrexham got bought when they were non-league, and in Wales, there's plenty of people that want to buy into English football.
It's a shame, guys, that I remember asking this before, and you said that you can't because of something to do with filming the youth. But I do think that, I like a lot of these programs. I'm part of the camp. A lot of people hate it. I like the Wrexham program. I like the Sunderland one too. I think if you did something that tracked the youth academy from 15 onwards, and the ones that start to break into the team, and you show snippets and stuff like that of the youth games and them starting to perform, and then maybe that follows them in the nerves and stuff, and maybe have a few camera angles of having senior player moments talking to them and signs of encouragement. I think it would make really good watching TV, and then you could make money in it and you could use that for the club. But it's a shame you can't do that, guys, because I reckon that'd be really interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'm just I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Get a little consortium together and raise some money. Has that blue tinted glasses by Leicester.
I would take I'll take a Saudi. I don't give a fuck. Give me some oil money.
I couldn't give two shits either, to be honest.
We've literally not had a single bit of attacking threat since these last load of subs.
But that's because they're playing it well. They're just playing keep ball. That's all you have to do with the 10 men. They'll probably get a third here. Done well to keep it out. Is that 3? No. Save.
Fucking implosion.
I've got a question for a nil. I've got a question for a nil.
Go on.
I've got a great question for a nil. Right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, Luke, get ready for this question, mate. Luke, a nil. Would you accept top sell? Would you have top sell the club if it meant Elon Musk bought it?
Me personally, no way.
Ah, you got him. We got him.
Yeah, no way.
Anil's KP in. He's a KPFC fan.
The guy's a lunatic,
than
man.
a fascist. Oh, that's me.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking maniac.
Tesla FC. Yeah, we'd have Tesla on the shirt.
Tesla FC. And you see what they're doing? He's buying his own company ahead of an IPO, so he gets rid of like the
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
Well, luckily gonna get away with it, but that was Stolarczyk-esque. 3 minutes left to go. I don't think Elon Musk would have to replace our players with bots. They already are.
Yeah.
The whole table.
But yeah, Musk. If Musk owned if Musk owned Leicester, he'd do something fucking retarded, like change the kit color to red or something, like just because he could.
Of course,
100%.
Power trip. Who just bought Mike Bench? Oh, well, you got American owners, a skint loans.
Sheffield United, I think.
Ah, okay, yeah,
maybe. Oh, I'm finding it so... I'm sorry, I'm going to sound like a right knobhead here. I'm so tired of all the fucking tweets from people. Oh, I feel so sorry for Andy King. Oh, shut up, man. Fucking hell. It winds me up so much, man. It winds me up so much.
Andy King has made more money now and continue to than most of us here can dream to make. No one put a gun to his head and made him accept that job. He's been super unlucky, yes, but he still made some honking choices. Again, he's very green, but don't feel sorry for him. The guy's a millionaire. The guy's had a legendary career. He's going to live comfortable. And so is his family, most likely his bloodline. So relax.
it's probably it. 1 more minute to go.
Yeah.
There is no empathy, man, in football. I keep saying this, man.
There's no empathy for a millionaire. He's fucking right.
It's not. I'm not even on about that, Luke. I'm talking about the football inside of it, mate. Like, let's just. Well, what a shower of shit, man. Yeah, Andy King ain't even Welsh. He's a fake Welsh, isn't he?
Oh, he looks absolutely downtrodden. Andy Cifuentes. Yeah, that's it. Game over, 2-1. Bobby Reed sent off in the 32nd minute. And from then on, it was only a matter of time. They didn't really blow us away, but they got their win. Very well deserved for Birmingham. And that's 2 losses from 2 for Andy King. Do you want to bring up the table? Probably don't.
Yeah. Let me get it up. Go on, Luke. Give me your thoughts, mate, at full time. What are your thoughts on that one?
We're fucked. Cooked. Mutilated, as I predicted in the preview. Just look awful. Disjointed. Team of strangers. Looks like all these guys, this whole season feels like the players have just met each other yesterday before they've kicked a fucking ball. It's so frustrating how disjointed we look. It's diabolical. I've ranted enough for today, guys. A bit of a decent, somewhat of a turnaround, coming out the second half compared to everything we've seen under Marti Cifuentes. But I'm like you guys. I'm dejected. I'm getting more and more detached, even though I'm angry. I've accepted League One a long time ago. I'm just waiting for the day that we just announce that someone's bought the club out. I could not see the back of Kuntop any faster.
Yep, 100%. Well, here's the league table in nil. We are now down to 21st in the table, mate. Just outside the relegation zone on goal difference, with Southampton to play next. This time next week we could be in the relegation zone. And I mean, if Oxford's picked up a result or two as well, like Luke said, we could be fucking 23rd.
Well, that's more than possible. I mean, look, today it's not going to help things, but what can you really do when senior players make decisions like that? What I will say, though, is that most of the time when you have a new manager come in, you get a new manager bounce. And the fact that we've had 2 gut-wrenching losses in a row with a new manager is really, really concerning, right? This is supposed to be the positivity where people got something to bounce for. You could see he looked absolutely downtrodden as well, and that's kind of bad. I think the sell was quite good today. I think Aribo was half decent. When the new guys came on, I mean, we didn't even get a touch of the ball, though, did we? So the game was over at that point. Let's see what we can do on Tuesday against Southampton, but it's not looking good, is it?
No, it's not looking good at all. We've got a video from Steve here, so we'll see what he has to say.
How we're doing? Same again. Standing off second week in a row ruins the game. At that point, we were just sitting back. Don't really think we threatened at all in the second half. Fights in the stands again. Just terrible. Oh well, we'll carry on. At least at some point we'll die, which is nice. Sweet, relaxing death.
That's what Luke's face has said all day. At least one day I'll die and I won't have to watch Leicester City anymore. But yeah, I don't even know what to say. I mean, Luke, there's a comment here, mate, which I'm going to bring up, so you can give your thoughts on this. Let me bring it up. Where is it? If we don't have a manager within a week, then even more questions needed to be asked for those idiots in charge. I mean, Luke, you said it right, and you always talk about the parallels to the season under Brendan Rodgers. It is exactly the same, isn't it, Luke? We've sacked a manager with no successor, right? No successor, no one lined up. And now we've just played 2 games, which have been pretty, well, just below par performances, really. Yes, a couple of red cards, which haven't helped, but still, I don't think we would have won today with 11 men. I think we could have got a draw, but I don't think we would have won the game with 11 men. So once again, Luke, we're just in limbo. The players don't know what's going on. I imagine, the staff don't know what's going on. The fans don't know what's going on. The board probably don't even know what's going on. I guarantee now they have no idea who the next manager is going to be yet. They have no idea.
I would think that everything started anew for me personally, chronologically. I think that's right.
Yeah.
When Fofana got injured. I think that was when everything was a knee-jerk reaction and a panic without any long-term plan started. Fofana gets injured, panics, we bring in Bertrand and Vestergaard, absolutely car crash at the time. And then the following season, Fofana now rats us. That's a whole other rant in itself. I'm sure you've heard me make about him, the fraud. And then he leaves and we panic and we leave until very late in the window to get Kasper, to let Kasper Schmeichel go to Nice. Danny Ward's now all of a sudden keeper with no backup to him other than Everson. And also, we only bring in Faze for Fafana. Then we get everything right credit. We have an internal season review. We're raging about it at the time. And to be fair to Top or Rudkin, as I mentioned, for the trillionth time, we brought in Enzo. He lays a pound foundations. He sets standards. He sacks people. He drains the swamp, gets rid of players that don't want to be here or are not good enough. And then we do the complete opposite that makes no sense whatsoever. Tell me on paper what the conversation was and why it was a good succession to have Steve Cooper take over for Enzo Maresca. Then you sack him 2 weeks after, I believe, the transfer window. You bring in Rude. He has no staff, no long-term plan there again. You bring in Rude, he's got no staff. They can't bring him in due to FFP, or they just haven't planned that far ahead. Stupid decision yet again. Then they bring in Marty Cifuentes in. Super late, barely staff of him either, and now he's been shoehorned in with Andy King, who's now our manager. This is the same thing of Rodgers. There's so many things I could rant and complain to you about that make no sense, and there's no thinking in it whatsoever. And every single time we make a knee-jerk reaction and panic and do something quickly like that with no backup plan, we suffer the consequences for it in the future. And you keep kicking the can down the road. We keep getting perpetually worse. That fucking snowball that started at the top of the hill is now a raging fucking avalanche, and that is on top of our club right now. There's nothing that Kuhntop, in my opinion, or anyone in King Power regime can do to make this right. It's officially untenable for me. I just want them gone. I don't see how anyone can be King Power in at this point and sitting there feeling sorry for themselves like we've been hard done by. We haven't. We've completely handicapped ourselves every single season.
Yeah, you agree with that, Anil? I mean, it's true, isn't it? Like, you know, even with this Top, with the interviews and stuff, and saying he's going to make structural changes with the technical director and a new CEO and things like this, we have sacked a manager with nobody lined up, and we're just, yet again, sleepwalking to relegation. Not even sleepwalking, Anil. No, nosediving right now, nosediving.
Yeah, it's even worse than that, isn't it? I mean, like you said it yourself and you agree, like they're just trying to get the cheap option by getting him in at the end of the season. It could have worked. It hasn't. So what are they going to do next? And the thing is, they're so slow to do anything. It's really worrying. And we've literally seen this happen before, haven't we? Where, you know, we went down because we took too long to get a manager in, where every other club would, you know, already have someone lined up. It's really weird.
Luke, do you think that's what the club have done? Do you think they've purposely just took their time because they wanted to see how the team did under Andy King? And because they've done that, it's cost us?
Of course it has. This is why I said I wanted to know what the conversation was. They were probably hoping that we could have somewhat of a managerial bounce. I've got to be honest with you, mate. This is what I actually personally think's happened, not being silly here. I don't think they ever had a plan of bringing in another manager because either A, they can't afford to, or they're just not ready for it without the technical director or CEO. Is that even coming, or are we just waiting for a buyer for the club and that we've all just been spoon-fed frog shit? I genuinely believe that Andy King was always going to be here until the end of the season. I know he's already come out and said, you know, this is just temporary, and maybe I'm talking out my ass, but I think that's just him trying to save face. I genuinely don't think there was any plan whatsoever. I think it's like, let's see how King does, and then we'll make a decision.
Yeah, no, I agree. Let's see what Imran had to say.
Right, I've just walked out the game, BTG guys. Leicester were losing 2-1. Terrible game. I mean, we're just getting off to a really bad start all the time. Carrera making a stupid mistake and then them scoring. Okay, we equalised, good goal by Fatawu. But then the red card changes the game again, doesn't it? So I think we're going down. I think we need to get a manager in as soon as possible. We've got to change this tepid style of play. But second half was just shit. But yeah, let's see it. We'll see you later.
There we go. Imran reckons we're going down. I'm going to put a poll in the chat quickly. We'll just do a quick one before we end to get people's thoughts. But I'm guessing you agree, Anil. Do you think we're going down?
I mean, it looks that way. I could still see us getting out of it. We'd have to go on some really good run at the end of the season. But like I say, the fact that we haven't got a new manager bounce and it's just awful, it's pretty depressing, isn't it? Need a miracle, it feels like I say. The one thing you can normally count on is you set the manager, players have a little bit of a rebound, you get a couple of wins, and that couple of wins keeps you safe. That's the quote unquote playbook, isn't it? And it's actually look at it. I'd actually say these 2 games have been actually amongst the most depressing because it's not even a game, is it? When you have a man sent off that early and you make, in this one as well, even showed some sort of like spirit to get back into the game with a wonder strike to make it 1-1, and we just thrown the game away. So, I don't know. We have to see it. It looks very bad, but let's see.
Yeah. Luke, you've not changed your opinion, obviously. What would need to happen, Luke, for us to stay up, mate? Like, what is there left?
Nothing
that anyone can do.
The cancer at this club is terminal now, Locks. There's nothing that can be done for me. There's no manager that can fix this. There's nothing. There's too many players that don't want to be here. There's too many players here that are short of confidence, devoid of confidence. The team doesn't look like there's any unity, really, to be honest with you. It doesn't look like they even want to play with each other. There's players that look so unconfident. It's like they don't even want the ball. It's like hot potato. You see even the likes of Ricardo Pereira, even if you think he's leggy, even if you think his day is done physicality-wise, mistakes like that are just brain dead. And that's from your captain who is wearing the armband, who these younger players are supposed to be looking up to. And instead, the younger players are thinking probably, I'm better than this old-ass pensioner. I'm playing at Bozos. I hope I get a move next season. It's really depressing, Locks. It is, man.
I'm feeling like we need a bit of action here. So, Luke, why is Dexter wrong? Why do you think Dexter's wrong? He says we will survive. Like keep the faith.
We can't all be doom and gloom. I'm not going to have a go at Dexter. You can't all be doom and gloom. But
you think he's wrong?
Unfortunately. I hope he's not wrong. I just can't see it. Yeah.
Well, we all hope he's right. Of course, we absolutely all hope he's right.
The problem is that the team itself looks like a team that's devoid of confidence, right? That's the real issue. And when you start seeing your senior players making such stupid errors, it really makes you fear the worst, doesn't it? That's the issue.
Yeah.
It's like where can you see the bright spot coming from? Lascelles was quite good today. We still lost. We still didn't keep a clean sheet. Someone else has still basically ended up, costing us the game.
Yeah. Bozos, absolute bozos. So far, 65% of people have said yes, we're going to go down. But yeah, I mean, Luke, I know you've already done a lot of ranting, mate, but the club is really a shambles, isn't it? And I always feel like saying, Luke, that we're at rock bottom, but we're not really, are we? Because there's a lot. It can get a lot worse, can't it? Like it can get a lot worse from where we are right now, and I just feel like I don't know. I don't even know what to say, Luke. I really don't.
I know what to say. Dude, this is what frightens me the most. So I rang both of you guys yesterday privately, and I said to both of these guys on the phone, I said, what scares and upsets me the most is there's one half of me that, let's be objective and say, are the younger Leicester City fans, are we entitled? Do we expect too much? Are we being ungrateful for the lucky time? So a lot of the King Power in people like Graham, with all due respect, not to call him out or anything like that, have been here for much worse times than the Leicester City, even more than what even Anil's seen. So I think what bothers me is this. Who's going to want to come here now? The vibes are rock bottom. We're nosediving. It's getting worse. We've now had back-to-back games of red cards. That shows how frustrated the players are. Okay. Now, what scares me is this. I said to both of you two, I said, imagine you guys, if you were lucky enough, right, to win a Lamborghini, okay, and you fucking redline that bastard and you drive it for 6 months without changing the oil or even topping it up. You ruin the engine. You're never going to have an opportunity like that again. That's what I think came from winning the Premier League. We were having these players buying them cheap and then selling them for big money. I don't need to rattle off all the players' names. We all know who I'm talking about, right? We stopped doing that. And then once we got relegated the first time, we were lucky enough, and if it weren't for Enzo, to even retain the likes of, at the time, Ricky P, Ndidi, Vardy, Kalechi. These are all piss-taking players to have in the championship, and many, many more. Okay, these players have all now gone. We're still having players that are adding to the list that are going to be walking for nothing at the end of the season. So that £300 is going to be growing of money that would hemorrhage and just let go for nothing. Now, what scares me is this. Who's going to want to come to this club? Who's going to want to be here? All the younger players that are here right now that are representing our academy, do you think it's so toxic that they're going to want to be here? We're getting booed constantly. Not that I blame that. there's so many reasons where I feel like if we do go down to League One, I struggle to see how we are going to walk the league. I feel like we're going to be stripped of what little assets we have left. I do not think Fatawu is going to sell for as much money as we should probably most likely get for him. And maybe at best, you have Monga and Page that may sell for decent money in 1 or 2 seasons' time. I think gone are the days where we can make decent money selling a player each season because we've been stripped of what asset we have left season upon season since we've been relegated the first time under Rodgers.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's God knows what would happen if we went down again, back-to-back relegations, and that'll be 3 in 3 years now. Three relegations in 3 years. That was the result of the poll, by the way, going down, and 64% said yes, 36% said no. Let me get some final comments up here. We'd have to do a complete fresh restart, which hopefully will happen next summer. Blues fans, you guys were on a hiding for nothing today, as the Blues are a good side at home and we're almost certain to win. There are easy games in at home. You badly need a manager. I just don't understand the second half change there. We got back into the game with the shape in the first half and we decided, nah, fuck that, we're doing well. I actually think we got better in the first kind of 10 minutes of the second half, but that faded away pretty quickly. Top and Rodkin need to swallow their pride and get Pearson in. Dexter says, we've been in much worse and darker places than today. Yes, we are struggling and looking precarious, but I remember being on the brink of folding as a club. We will get through this. Yeah, but Dexter, just because things have been worse doesn't mean we should just be like, oh, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Like, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. You know, it doesn't matter, like, if we were once worse off than we are right now. There's a real risk that we'll be a lot worse off, like, if this continues. So, yeah. How? I mean, you've just said it, Luke. Kind of how you feel about things have been worse in the past. It's not really an excuse, is it? Like, why should we just accept it just because things were worse once, before? If that makes sense.
I'll let Anil answer, because one of the biggest reasons that he started doing content is because no one had the bollocks to fucking call out the ineptitude that is happening under the regime of Kuntop. It's better that he answers it than me. It'll be a lot more elegant with his sexy London accent.
Look, I've been saying that for a while. Of course, it's clear. But on the pitch, the players can still make a difference. They can still get us out of trouble. I said at the top of the show that even if we lost, I could still see us getting out of it. It does definitely look grim. But still, comparing this to last season, the players that we have on the team are still much better than many of the teams in this league. The issue is that, we've got to actually make that count. They've got to go out there and do something. I said I think maybe our season's going to hinge upon what happens when Jordan James comes back. I don't think it's a surprise that since he's gone out of the team, haven't we lost every single game since Jordan James has been out of the team? Not a surprise to me. He's been carrying us. His shoulders are doing some serious work at the gym, that's for sure. But the thing is, why I'm kind of in the mixed zone is because you can just read the body language, as Luke says, and he's right to say it. When you look at the body language of the players, they look dejected, right? King looks dejected. It's hard. When you're in this sort of position, you need something to go for you. And the horrible thing is in this game, I'd argue one thing did go for us. We scored a wonder goal, right? So we made one bozo alert. We get ourselves back into the game, and then the team just shoots themselves in the foot again with another stupid thing. And the problem is when things like that start happening to you, feels bad. Like, do you remember the season we got relegated from a Premier League? We played Leeds away. It was a game, like a must-win game, really. Yuri Tillman scored this really good goal, and it was ruled out for being offside or something like that. And just when things like that happen, it was like an absolute, 30-yard thundercunt. You just think, oh my God, when things like that get ruled out, you're really thinking it's not going to be your year. And that's what transpired. Maddison has a penalty versus Everton, blunders it when normally you'd rely on him. Yeah, that's why it's hard to feel positive. Let's see. We'll rely upon a lot of these new ones, new players. I don't know what to say. I mean, the thing is, you can judge a game. I think some of you being harsh because at the end of the day, the game was over after 32 minutes, really. Always going to be difficult from that point on. We didn't concede right away in the second half. We did fade. I do agree that he wait till 65 minutes. I think, Locks, you were right to have a go at the subs. You probably should have freshened it up there just to keep the momentum going. But for me, it's very hard to blame a manager on a day like today when you've been let down by two of your most senior and the highest paid players in the Championship.
Yeah, Yeah, well, they made a triple sub, right? And they scored
Yeah.
what, 2 minutes later, 5 minutes later, something like that.
Respect to them, and that's where we went wrong. And we said this even last season with a lot of our managers then as well. How I remember Villa did that to us as well, where Emery changed 3 subs, they scored immediately, and the game was over by the time we could respond. You got to be really, really quick to act there, because energy levels are everything, right? Or just a slight uncertainty if I don't know who's going to pick up who. And look, he's learning on a job. I appreciate what you're saying, that's a big issue for us. But as I say, I mean, I still think for when it was 10 men at one point, we actually looked okay. I think we did look better than we did look in previous games, but it's not enough, is it really? Let's hope something changes. But again, the problem is with the leadership. This is, I think, the point that Luke is getting at. Like in a position like now, the thing is, all that Top is going to do, he's going to write some bullshit PR thing in like the club program. Really, we're going to see. Like, I hate to say it, do you know how cringe it was when Delia Smith come on and said, "Let's be Avenue for Norwich," right? As cringe as that was, I got respect for her because at least she had the balls to go out and like try and work up the crowd. We're just the opposite of that. And when you see the absolute nonchalance of the people that own a club, well, as I say to you, this is why I think King Power just bozos.
Luke, what do you think to this comment here? I agree with the analysis, but does constantly moving the BTG fans in a negative manner, albeit correct, help with morale on the pitch? I mean, for me, the fact that you've said it's correct suggests that it doesn't really matter, to be honest, Carol. Like, look at the club's media. I would say, look at how they act. They'll see something ridiculously just the most bozo things, and they'll dress it up like, oh, what, lapse in concentration, what a shit. It's like, no, man, like it's pathetic. Some of the performances we're seeing, it doesn't really matter about what we say on here at the end of the day. It doesn't matter. We're just 3 Leicester fans saying what we see on the pitch every single week, which is just a shower of shit. But I don't know what your thought on this, Luke, is. Because for me, sorry, Luke, one more thing. For me, ignoring it, dressing it up is actually what has led to where we are right now.
Yeah.
Pretending it doesn't exist.
Yeah, in regards to what you just said to the board and the people running the club, King Power, yes, I agree. As for the players, that's pull that comment up back for a sec. Sorry, Locks, if you got it. So I just want to dissect that. She said, if I remember correctly, albeit correct, the players are shifting us in a negative connotation, not us. And I'm in Australia. I'm not on the fucking pitch. I'm not booing. I'm not there. I'm here. They're not watching me doing a watch along while they play a game for 90 minutes. They're taking instructions from all the gauntlet of managers that we've been through under the Top regime. I don't think we're moving them. Like, they're going through all these managers. They're complaining. They're going behind managers' backs allegedly and getting them sacked. It's just a toxic club right now. There's no one that can inspire them other than Enzo. I'm sorry, he's gone and he's not coming back. He's not coming to see this out. He would have laughed at us if we had gone back to him. So I understand what she's saying, but there's a connotation that you could say, maybe there's players that are watching us, maybe there's young players that are curious to see what people out there in the world think of them, and they hear me rant and call them a donkey and turtle, and it's probably not good for their confidence of their head, and I have to take accountability for that. But the reality is they're going to face criticism, whether it be from me, whether it be someone booing in the crowd, someone else, Tom, Dick, and Harry. They're going to have to face it as a professional at some point. It's part of the job, unfortunately, and they are paid handsomely to live their boyhood dreams, doing something we would all dream of growing up, being that special kid that gets chosen to play in front of 30,000 people, getting goosebumps, having these moments. So they don't have it all doom and gloom, Carol, but I don't think we're responsible from these guys playing football.
Yeah, it's lying about the situation, dressing it up as something that's not is actually a lot worse.
It's an abusive relationship, Locks. That's what they are. That you really got to I don't see why more people don't see that. That it's the absolute lying and callousness of what they do. That I don't know what to say if people can't see it. It's been obvious for a long time. You are not important to the people that own this club. You just aren't. You're just a number on the system, right? And that is different to how good clubs are run, where they actually do, put some effort in to try and get people to, get a sense of community. like, for as much as people can blame Wrexham for, kind of gaming the championship and stuff like that, they've created a really nice atmosphere. Look at their owners. They sit in with the fans and stuff like that, right? Community spirit, not being rich and aloof and sitting up in your box and all that kind of stuff. And I'll be honest, I think it was, we let this kind of stuff go in the past, even when it bothered us because we were winning. So you can say, okay, we just fair weather fans, but, it's always kind of nagged me, to be honest.
Yeah, a couple betting sites have suspended betting on the Leicester manager.
Really, yeah, so much money probably coming in on it. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, but at the moment it's Andy King favourite 5-2, and then it's Russell Martin 4-1, and it's Michael Skubala 11-2, and Gary Rowett 11-2, Enzo Maresca 11-2. So they ain't got a clue. The betting sites ain't got a clue because the fucking club don't have a clue. They ain't got a fucking clue who's going to be the next manager. Final thoughts though. Final thoughts before we end. Luke, thoughts, mate? Harry Winks straight down the tunnel, doesn't go over to the fans with the rest of the players. Straight down the tunnel, doesn't applaud them. Off he goes again. You think that's okay? You think it's okay?
I don't think anything's okay at this club right now. Yeah. Fuck. He's not responsible for the red card. He's getting booed and stuff like that. He's probably angry. He's a human being at the end of the day. Is it poor attitude? Yes. But what's the point of going over to the fans? They're probably yelling and booing at him.
Nah, Luke, come on, man. You give that a run and you're giving him a pass. I cannot believe that. That's double standard.
This is
I'm fucking with you. I'm trying to wind what's up. You took the
baiting. We took the bait. All right.
Just looks is trying to bait me. I'm going to fucking bait it back. Look at him. It's fucking steam coming out his earphones. No, it's poor, mate. Of course it's fucking poor. The guy doesn't want to be
Zero challenges, zero blocks, 0 challenges, 0 tackles, one ground duel one. That's it. He don't. What did he do? Luke, tell me one thing he did in that game.
You were so ready for me to defend him.
Tell me one thing. Tell me one thing. Tell me one thing Harry Winks did coming off the bench, please. One thing.
In the first 5 minutes, we were stringing together a lot of good intricate passes and triangle passing. It only lasted 5 minutes, but that's about it. He did nothing after that. Then again, we had fuck all of the ball because we're down to 10 men. So how are you going to?
So why come on? Yeah, exactly. So why bring him on? Why bring him on?
I don't know. Ask Andy King. You're doing an Imran to me.
No, I get why he was brought on to try and get control of midfield because we were down to 10 men, so we have more ball playing ability, and it did actually work for the first 10 or 15 minutes. He lost his man though for the goal. That's the real reason why he hasn't gone to see the fans, because he's a pussy-o and he knows that it was his fault and he doesn't want to go over to them and get all that. He'll go there for the good. He's a fair weather footballer, isn't he? He's all right there when I say a lot of those Spurs players are like that as well. They're never really there for the tough times. But I mean,
he's the typical modern day footballer in there. The typical modern day footballer. He can take all the plaudits, but he can't take a fucking ounce of criticism, and he throws a paddy. And it'll be Andy King next. Luke, it'll be Andy King next that he throws under the bus and doesn't want anything to do with, because this is what Harry Winks does. This is what... fair weather, Luke. Like, just...
What does that mean?
Just shows up every now and then, not really bothered.
When it's sunny and everything's all right, he's happy to be the life and soul of the party. But whenever there's some trouble, he's like, oh, nowhere to be found. That's what a fair weather man is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's not going to get a big move. He's going to get maybe a 1 to 2 season in some obscure Serie A club or maybe somewhere in Spain. So he can suck and complain and take the sunshine out of his arse all he wants if that's the case, and drink his Aperol spritz and dick in the park, whatever else he does. But you're going to get 1 to 2 seasons, mate. And your bad attitude is not helping you get the move that you think you deserve. So his entitlement will be to his detriment.
So just to confirm one more thing, because I just had his final stats sent to me on speed dial, Harry Winks. He made 10 passes in the game. He completed 8. So he completed 8 passes in the second half, and 0 blocks, 0 tackles, all of that stuff. So, yeah, anyway. Why are we picking on one player? Brandon, just don't even start, brother. Seriously. We're talking about how we've spoken about all others all day. We've spoken about many different players all day, mate. We're just talking about Winks now. But yeah, okay. That's it. We're going to end it there. Thanks to, there's over 1,000 of you here on Twitter and YouTube. So big shout out. Thanks for that. Much appreciated. Make sure to hit a like on the video as well. Make sure to hit subscribe. We're going to be back tomorrow morning. Good morning, Foxes. Who's interested to see what Graham has to say about the matter? Well, join us at 9:30 a.m. and you'll find out. Imran Imran and Graham had a little bit of a little argument on the deadline day stream, and I can confirm that they're both on the stream tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to seeing Imran Graham too. That'll be good to see. Cheers to Luke, cheers to Anil, of course. Cheers to Steve for sending in the video. Cheers to Imran for sending in the video. Thanks to all of you getting your comments in. I'll see you in the morning at 9:30 a.m. Cheers all. Leicester is shit. Bye-bye. And so's Harry Winks. No more 200 grand, but our new sponsors, The Beautiful Frame, have smashed it with this Jamie Vardy piece. It's unreal. They're a local Leicester business as well, which makes it even better. And not just City, they do prints for other clubs as well. So it's perfect if you are stuck for a birthday or Christmas present for one of your friends or family. Now, the best bit, they have sorted BTG viewers out with a discount. Just use BTG12 at checkout for money off. BTG12. Grab yours now at thebeautifulframe.com. The link is down below.